no one at all. It's a shock. Maybe Fatty, but she tried. She sort of recommitted, but then left away. Yeah, Zara's the odd elf out.
She's in the middle of wedding planning. Fathy.
Ooh, wedding.
Yeah,
is he getting married?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't heard otherwise. So.
Oh, she's getting married. That's cool.
All right. Meet you in Snowbourn, folks. Hey, there's a scary-looking black horse and a not-scary-looking elf who carries lots of scary demerits.
Lots of demerits.
There's a black-clad gothic elf who looks like he's ready to whoop some ass.
So where are you in Snowbourn?
We are by the milestone. Would you like a summons?
I'm in Snowbourn.
No.
I just have to
I'll go
figure
get
out
it.
where the...
You're right there.
Oh, I'm right here. I was very close. I just...
This fountain is the milestone.
Yeah, I had trouble finding the milestone. I was like, it looks like it's right by the fountain. Oh my gosh, it is the fountain.
This is a
Yeah,
trip.
I always land in the foot bath.
Orally speaking, this is a trip for me today, because I'm on 7.1 surround on these, and it sounds like everybody's in the same room.
We are in the same room.
Get out
So
of my
different.
house.
Yeah, than my old, right, my old stereos phones.
Am I on your left or your right?
There's a travel
That feels
to Snowbourn.
that feels a little bit on my left. I don't know. Are you doing something with your mic? Side
No,
tones?
no, just actually, I just I had a backups headset. My son gave me his, and I just started using it, and it sounds so much better than my old one.
Yeah, I can't believe the difference in clarity.
Same headset though.
Shit gets old.
Ain't that the truth?
So, do I have to mark you? Can I mark somebody, or can you mark yourself,
No,
but I can't see?
We're not gonna have you be the odd elf out, genuinely. So let me see.
You can, but you just need to put someone with me who knows how to do stuff.
So not
I'm okay
me.
with being out.
We were doing well with a 4-3 with a hunter in each group. So why don't we go back to 4-3? I think we've been working together long enough that we can pull this off now. Surely we can. So I'm kicking on Gollin.
Have you met me?
So I'll put Angalan and Bosel in group with Zara, and we'll run 4-3 like that for a while.
Okay.
Guide to Snowbourn I'm looking for?
Guide to Snowbourn, yes.
Where would I find it?
That's
What
under the
guide
missile.
is
The
it?
Miscellany Quartermaster.
Yeah, the other guy.
Don. Don, turn right. There you go.
I should still be following you.
Well,
Oh,
no,
where
we're
did
all
Zara
together
go?
now. Stop moving.
Ah! Here we are.
Alright.
It's just a ceremonial blade.
Yeah, watch where you're pointing that thing.
I know, I'm
Did
kind
you
of
obtain
clumsy with
consent?
it, given the fact that it's not like an axe. I don't know what to do with something that's that light on the end. You know, doesn't really feel right. That's why I say it's just for show.
I end up lopping someone's head off.
Right. Probably poor Waldeck here, or Daggerick. These guys are like, man, get out of here.
Before I forget to mention it, if you looked at the summer instance, it's Throng, which is the guy from the Rift. But it's
that's super cool.
But it's
Summer instance?
I think it's scaled. Yes, it is scaled. So you can do Throng at level.
I think we should try that. Why don't we try that today?
What does that mean, James? Summer instance?
It's part of the summer festival, and it's I don't actually know the background of it, but there's 2 summer instances. One is a solo, like a picnic thing. It's like a RP thing, and then the other one is Throng. It's like a mini version of the Rift. You just do that one battle with Throng, which is the orc where the stairs are, all the lava.
Cool.
It's a cool
So
fight.
Nick,
It's one of the yes.
What did you get for a headset?
I got the Corsair. Oh, well, hang on. Let me look at my sales receipt and tell you the
It's
exact model.
wireless. I haven't dropped it once.
She hasn't dropped it once.
Yay!
Void Pro RGB. Corsair Void Pro RGB.
Cool. Yeah, I've
And
got
let me
their
tell
keyboard, one of their keyboards, and I love it.
Yeah, keyboard's next upgrade.
Our mission is done.
I just can't give up my old-fashioned Logitech mouse. One day I'll learn to use a programmable mouse. I love this headset for everything except Subnautica, which scares the crap out of me even more than it did before. Surround sound. So we're into the mead hall, and we are going to continue our story with Fastrid. So if you guys, it's been a few weeks since we've done the story. Fastrid is very bloodthirsty and has been obsessed with slaying orcs, perhaps to the detriment of his people. And I think that's more or less where we left the story. I think we rode out to Dagrid's grave, which I'm pretty sure is his father.
Yep.
Yep. So we're on an unnerving message.
Ooh, that's
He
a good
says,
Yeah.
ninth.
that
Just
was-
put in a.
Oh, deed boost. Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, the one this week is worth getting.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's not like crams or...
Boy,
I remember
crams.
they gave us like one singular cram. It was so silly.
They were trolling us that week, man. Super awesome. Okay, and Fastrid
Thank you.
approves. He says, I'm well aware of Gisling's efforts in the past. Such a note troubles me greatly, though, and in these dark times I cannot be too careful about those I allow within Snowbourn. I fear that inaction is the greater of 2 evils in this situation, but I have many things to consider. Gisling may speak true, or he may not. I will take action as I see fit to protect my people.
I have something slightly different on mine. Mine is like search Central Snowbourn for evidence of a spy.
Ah,
So
you're a
you're
step behind.
just one step behind us, so why don't we go back and do that step with you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was caught up.
That is okay.
Slacker.
Does he
Jeez.
not have a follow-up quest?
He does, but we're gonna wait until Ninth does the spy investigation.
No, it's not showing for me for some reason.
I didn't have one either.
Yeah,
Oh,
but there's a quest out here
Yeah,
now.
there's a guy out here.
Yep.
Kenilak.
The Rohirrim
Yeah.
have need of your services.
Let's wait to gear
Okay,
up
then.
until Ninth is ready.
yep. So Ninth Pawn, lead us to where you need to go for the murder investigation, and we will all trot through town together like proper heroes and show off our cool Warsteed cosmetics.
The Hobbit chooses to remain on foot.
I'm just slow.
He does.
I'm just slow this morning. Give me a break.
Do you need a cup of coffee?
Been trying.
And if I recall correctly, there's something quite suspicious about all this investigation. There was a man we found at a croft who was kind of a suspicious sole survivor. No one in town knew him, and he came to Snowbourn.
Yeah, he's an agent of Saruman.
Why
Sorry,
does
ma'am.
Reth have green sparklies behind him? On when
He's
he's on
an
his horse.
elf?
Well, yeah.
Hey, that's the way I roll.
I don't know.
Should have
It's
that.
gender
Honestly, answer your
neutral,
question,
thank
though,
you.
I have no idea.
Where are we off to next, Sherlock?
I just got to go back to Fast Red.
Now he'll give you the text that he said to us about he's going to do what he thinks is best.
Translation, I'm an asshole.
He seems super preoccupied. I mean, I think orcs did slay his father, and he's out for vengeance.
We can't get into his meat hall.
You can't get in?
Oh, it's
because-
Bring
just...
proper ID saying you're over 21.
That's all right.
Were there too
sorry,
many
sir.
of us trying to get in at once?
This is obviously a fake ID. We're going to have to call the cops. The
There's no
Rohirrim
way this
knows.
Hobbit's 21.
Right, no way, not that short.
Okay, I did the turn-in, but I don't have a follow-up either.
Yep,
It's out
outside.
here.
So you should have with Kinelak the Reeves
Our success
family.
depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
For some reason, I
This
don't
is-
have anything on Kenilak.
You don't. Let's see what's going on. Let me accept the quest and then see what the tracker says about you. So he says, easily lost, Reeve Foster has expressed a desire for you to meet with his family. Once you've met with them, you should return to him as soon as you're able. And let's just have a look. It says... It just says Rethervel is ineligible for this quest, the Reeves family. Are there other quests here locally you have not done?
As far as I know, I've done them all.
Do you have, and you turned in level 85, it's not that.
It says the prereq for that quest is only to complete an unnerving message. Do you still have unnerving message?
Yes, I do.
Yep. So
Well go turn that
you
in.
gotta complete that.
Yeah, I gotta talk to Gisling.
Oh, you have to talk to Gisling. Oh, okay. Gisling is over here.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to you have to talk to like, what, 3 or 4 people?
If I recall correctly, yes. Gisling is... I don't know if I'll be able to see him. Yeah, here he is.
Yeah, he's over there. And now I'm going back to Fast Red. Sorry, I really thought I was caught up with you guys.
You should be sorry, mister.
Yep.
So now, finally, he's going to tell you that despite all your effort, he's just going to do what he thinks is right. Because he's just that kind of a guy. He's so decisive, so manly. Deadpool, you should join the X-Men. If you have not seen Deadpool 2, go give Ryan Reynolds your money. If you like superhero
It's a
movies
movie.
at all.
That's a movie you gotta watch like 3 times to get all the references.
Oh man. Brian
It's
and I
like
saw
a
it twice in the theaters.
staccato.
That's so awesome. Okay, so Ninth, you're ready to go now with Kinlack, and he has asked us to enter the Reeves family's home. Awesome.
Deadpool is actually a member of X-Force for a while.
Which that X-Force
Well, that's
sequence,
the next movie.
That frickin' X-Force sequence was so good. I rarely laugh out loud too much in the theaters anymore, but the first time I totally did, and I loved it. It's awful and wonderful. Okay, this is Theodhild. Oh, my son has sent you to me. I overheard him speaking to Elflard of a mighty visitor in these lands. 7 mighty visitors, actually. You're welcome here, travelers. Fastred would not send you to us unless you earned his trust. Sadly, my son has lost sight of my husband's ideals. He would be wise to heed Eomer's call, to abandon these lands, if only to spare the defenseless. Such stubbornness is difficult to influence, though. Fastred's mother grows concerned by her son's leadership, but will say no more. So pretty much what I said in my Welcome Back After 2 Weeks recap. Oh, Folkred. Fastred's son is asleep in the cradle. And Elflad. The Sutcross have seen grander days, travelers. You aid us while you remain in Snowbourn. How fare the Sutcross? Says Bars. They've seen better days. My husband will not agree with me, but I fear for the safety of our people. The orcs have taken a great many of our croftlands from us, and many crofters dread staying outside the walls each day. I've urged my husband to reconsider and allow the defences to leave for the western net, but he will not heed my words. I see. Do you feel safe here?
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
A bold question, traveller. I do not doubt my husband's valour, if that's what you mean to imply. His refusal to leave aside, I have no desire to leave these lands. However, I fear for the safety of our child. Fastred is, as always, stubborn and forbids everyone, including his own family, from leaving the Eastamnet. I am sorry.
What brings you to these lands?
And the Reeves family is our quest text. Fastred has told me much of your journeys through the Eastamnet and the aid you all provided for Garsfeld. I thank you all for bringing renewed hope to the people of the Sutcross. While many of the soldiers stand by my husband, some of the crofters fear for their safety, as I said. Our son would perhaps be safer elsewhere, but Fastred has decreed that none shall leave. As always, I must stand with him. You are always welcome here, easily lost. I must tend to Folkred, so you may return to Fastred when you see fit. Ilflad's words are bold, mirroring the resolve of her husband.
It's pretty impressive that you can fly a kite inside of a house.
Angalan, did you use Gust of Wind to help him with that, with the kite flying? That was sneaky, man. That's some real yellow line support there.
He asked, and I mean, like, yeah. Why not?
That's awesome. Teamwork. Spirit of a true kinship.
Wait.
And then just you have to click on the cradle to speak to Folkred.
Oh, whoops.
It says, beneath the veil of this Rohirric bassinet, you see a small boy. He coos inquisitively at your presence, but then appears to lull himself back to sleep. After meeting with Fastred's family, you should now return to him in the mead hall.
Did the baby like the kite?
I think so.
I think that's what he was cooing at. It's a pretty awesome kite, you gotta admit. Even if he was running in the opposite direction with it for a second. I've never done that though.
Sabah.
That is cool. Was that a store item, or did you get that from festival? Go ahead.
It was from the Mordor pack, but I just wish they'd let me use it in skirmishes.
Seriously, you need to be able to have a kite, even instead of your soldier. They should give it soldier stats. It should do what the soldier does, except be a kite.
What's it doing
You
now?
know people would buy that.
What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
That's some mad control of that kite there.
Yeah.
It was just flipping out on its own.
Welcome back, Easily Lost. I have considered the note you brought me, considered your efforts thus far, and I have decided what needs to be done. If you would, have a drink, and we shall speak further.
You go first.
As you finish your drink, Fostrid looks as if he has more yet to say.
Is it selfish? Because I have no... Yeah, it's selfish.
Looks like it's selfish.
We'll wait till everybody's had a drink.
The mead hall only has
Yeah,
one
I keep
mug?
getting
What
already
kind of mead hall
into
is this?
Seriously, we all share the
Good
same
kick.
mug.
It's like a peace pipe. Take it down, pass it around.
Pass
That's where the
muggy on
song
the
came
left-hand
from.
side.
It's a Rohirric battle anthem.
Didn't copy, James?
I said pass the muggy on the left-hand side.
You can always trust the hobbits to come up with the most appropriate interpretation of whatever we're doing. As... Nice. And I think everyone has had mead. I trust you enjoyed your drinks.
You aid the
Aye,
White Lords.
our mead is among the finest in Rohan, as you will come to learn. On the matter at hand, though, that note has raised my ire. I have trouble enough dealing with the orcs, and ignoring the king's call to retreat from the eastern net. I will not uproot my people under any circumstance. If the Soot Cross are to fall, I will fall with them, and not before I
You're an
slay
idiot.
every orc before that dares stand against me. Silence in my mead hall, little one. Snowbourn must ready itself for battle, despite your misgivings. Meanwhile, I will instruct my guards to attempt to expose the traitor, whoever he may be.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Well, Sophie, I for one am glad you speak out against these weird Thanes. Their weird agendas. And the father of the Soot Cross is next. Adventurers, you've done many a service for me and my people. While there's still more to be done, I wish to speak with you about a most personal matter. My father Dogrid was the Reeve until quite recently. He died at the hands of those wretched orcs on the field, and I will not rest until every last one of their ilk are slain and adore the walls of Snowbourn. I wish you to travel with me to my father's grave. He was a great, great man, and many lessons can be learned from him. Even with his passing, when you're prepared, we shall depart. And this is probably a solo, but let me check. Yep. Break them, fellows. Let us depart. There's much to speak of.
Reeve of the Sootcrofts stands in silence at his father's grave, a respite from his brutal assaults against the orcs. His grief still fresh. He wishes to speak of Dagrid's life and legacy before he takes his leave to Snowbourn.
Oh, Rich, I meant to say thank you for your note checking in on us this week, by the way. Meant a lot to me, man.
Oh, we were all concerned.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it, guys. Alright, so, no further ado. Don't click through yet. If you've already clicked through, you're ahead of where I am, but I'm going to read. So we're with Fostred at Dagger's grave. I come here often for peace, my friend, though I seldom find it. The orcs of these lands are relentless, yet they find a far more dangerous foe in me than I them. You still have much to learn of my people, and the troubles that come to the Sutcross. Come, walk with me. And we're going to click through. He draws his sword. We enter a deciding time. The order has fallen to abandon my lands. However, you know as well as I that Rohan cannot abide such a charge. The orcs will not stop, even if we do. There's no appeasing their master. We have lost so much, and yet Eomer asks of me to forfeit all and abandon these lands. Does he think me weak? No, only a fool would make such a claim. To suffer, as we have already, and then surrender to our foes, that is a sure weakness I will not endure. Do you smell that? Orc filth comes for us. Ready our arms.
Listen. Do you smell that?
You smell something? Get her! I am certain that's not the last of them. But perhaps that filth will allow me to finish airing my thoughts this time. As I was saying, Eomer wishes me to cede control of the Sutcross and retreat across the Entwash with my people. That will not happen. My father Dogred would never have stood for such a foolhardy plan. If war is to come to my land, I shall die an honorable death at the hands of my foes before I show these wretches any quarter. This is my father's place of rest. Let me take a moment. Father, I shall avenge you. In this you can trust. No orc will escape my spear, blade, or wrath. The Sutcross are a lush land, but they're also a place of great loss to my people. My father Dogred was slain mere months ago on these fields. It's for this reason alone I stand before you as reeve of these lands. In years past, Eamon, father of Eomer, also met his end here, near the path of the East Wall. Regardless of my quarrels with Eomer, Eamon's legacy remains in the Sutcross. My father told me much of him in my youth. My father named me after Fostred, a great prince of Rohan. I can only hope my legacy endures as his does. Hold! What is this chill that rips at my heart? Something horrible has found us here. Show yourself! A chill fills the air as a man of the garb of Mordor approaches. Krumgam says, "Such hopeful thoughts do not suit you, Fostred, son of Dogred. Stay your tongue, wretch! You will hear my words. The voice of Mordor will not be heard in my lands. Such arrogance. Fostred, you would do well to heed my warning, lest you find your ruin even more quickly. Speak, before my patience runs thin. My warning is this. You shall flee these lands and never return. You frighten me not, invader. I shall not be moved. So what then? I shall bring your lands, your people, and your family to ruin. You shall never wrest the Sutcross from my people. Our strength will never falter. It shall. And when it does, dread will consume you, and my lord shall reign over the charred remains of your lands. Then we fight orcs. So a man of Mordor is involved. It's the first we've seen of him. As the last orc falls to the ground, a moment of peace returns to Dogred's grave. I know not what dark machinations that man has laid for my people, but his presence here fills me with dread. I'm certain this is not the last we shall see of him, but Snowbourn shall stand prepared against any terrors that come for us. In this I shall not falter. Come, let us allow my father his rest. Are you ready to depart this place? We are. Whoa, that was a lot of fast reading.
Yeah.
It was scrolling by faster than I could read it.
I did a nice job.
And we're going back to fast read.
Red, so.
Fast read, yeah, there you go. I should have been warned, right? Fast read.
Sorry, my mic was off.
You gotta remember to tilt this one back down to your mouth.
Yeah, I know. It's too easy to shut off. Which is awesome.
Aid the horse lords.
Back
This dude doesn't deserve to be Reeve.
I have some sympathy for him. He's in a difficult position, but I don't think he's making the right decision.
This is not the time to be lost in grief over his daddy.
Right.
He's got a town to run in the middle of a war. This suck it up buttercup moment.
Well, seems like there's some stuff afoot in this town, doesn't it, though? Maybe, like you already said, maybe the influence of Saruman. We'll see. Easily lost. Something terrible our way comes. I fear it not, though. The Sootcrofts have stood strong through all the trials that have faced us, and one man's arrival in our midst will not change that, even a man of Mordor. I thank you for hearing my words in the field, and for your action when the time came. You will be of great aid to my people, of this I'm sure.
Rohirrim have need of your services.
Next is a gift for the Westamnet. My allies require your aid on a private matter. Edoras has decreed that we abandon our homeland and allow the orcs to run rampant. Such a thing will never be abided by myself or my men. Thus, I've decided to send a gift to Edoras. A gift of dissent. A gift of distraction. May it please the king so greatly that Snowbourn falls beneath notice. I will defend this town to my last, and no orc in my sight will ever escape. If that is treason, so be it. I will do what is right. Gather for me grain from the fields, prepared food from the kitchen, and a pendant from my home. Once gathered, pack them onto a steed outside the mead hall. We'll speak again soon.
The Rohirrim will need
He also has, yeah?
I was about to say he has another one.
Yep, he is restoring morale. You tasted our mead. Spectacular, is it not? Now, I have heard talk from around Snowbourn that our gate guards have been worn thin with fighting against our foes. This will not do. Travel to the kitchen of Snowbourn and speak to Olwyn. We must keep my brethren at their best.
I mean, and we all use the same
says
mud,
well.
so like it's all just backwash anyway.
Right.
Right.
That's what makes it so good.
Ew.
It's the special secret.
The spit of the Sutcroft.
The Spitcrofts.
There you go, Spitcrofts.
You Dunlanders are weird.
So there's two. Yep. There's two prepared rations here in the mead hall that you should gather.
Nuts.
So if you left already, you need to come back.
Come back.
And I don't
There's
know if
only
there
the
might be
two?
something upstairs. I'm checking it out. I only saw two. I'm up here with you looking around.
Yeah, there's nothing else up here.
Yep, I'm not seeing anything on this balcony, although it'd be a good place to watch a concert from.
The kitchens.
Great. So one more time, if you haven't got the two well-prepared food from the meat hall, get them before
I'm
you
at
leave.
2 of 4.
That's where you should be. We're going southeast.
Alright, just give me 1 second.
Yep.
Got my kite caught in the pillars.
The kitchens. Right here. Let me mark myself. And your group can mark me, whoever the group leader is, if you want to make it easier, if you've not already done so.
I did.
Here's a prepared ration. And another prepared ration. And that doesn't look like
Should
they're
we talk
selfish.
to Alwyn?
Grab your rations, and then we'll talk to Alwyn.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
This is restoring morale. Yep, that should be 4. She says,
Your
"Hail!
grammar is dire.
Seems more and more travelers are visiting our fine city in even these trying times. The orcs throw themselves at us constantly, and our soldiers never stand down. I know not how they do it. They must have such great strength. I know they struggle, though, and we have lost some great warriors in the past weeks. Perhaps if I were to brew them some delicious mead, it would lift their spirits. Please, go to the crofts outside town and gather hops for me. I shall craft a truly refreshing brew. Never mind that mead's made with honey and not hops, but it's all right."
No, I was thinking.
So it's more of an ale then.
Yeah, all right.
I had cider a couple weeks ago that had hops in it. So I guess you could put it in mead. I don't think it would be very good.
I've actually tasted mead that had hops in it, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't think it would be.
I don't like mead, period.
You're trying to put
mead is
sweet
amazing,
with bitter.
It was like sugared beer. And that was just icky.
We're up here for Fastred's pendant.
Yeah.
It is not selfish.
No, one of the guys in the SCA brought some mead samples to a scribal night about a month ago, and he had one that had hops in it, and it was mead. It was made with honey. I didn't like it at all. He had another one that he doesn't remember what he put in it, and it's amazing. And everyone was like, "Dude, yeah."
It's MSG.
No, it's nothing against mead. I just don't like honey to begin with.
Yeah, if you don't like honey, you won't like mead. I love honey. When I was little, my mom used to have to put the honey up out of where I could climb, because if I could get to it, I would eat it.
Oh, that's funny.
Alright, we are going outside the walls of this beautiful...
Which I know they're not. I'd say we were taking the long way around.
But we're here for... Oh, there's a breach in the wall right there. Oh, look at that.
That's
See, I
what he
learned
meant.
something every day. I just remembered that breach now because it's been a while. Thank you. Our scout always knows the shortcuts. Being a most excellent Hobbit scout. Hops. So this is hops flavored mead that we're making. We're going to assume they've got the honey from elsewhere.
That's different system, dude.
Well, there's honey in this game's crafting.
But elsewhere isn't.
Oh, elsewhere. No, you're right. Ah, you got it.
That's funny.
No, they're totally making beer. Oh no, the grain is for the king.
Yep, we need to get the sacks of grain while we're here. They are also not selfish. Hooray!
Oh, the hops are selfish? They keep like phasing back in. I see.
No, I didn't notice as they were. I was sort of trailing along behind people collecting the same ones.
I got them all.
There's a sell it here.
And you need one, take a moment. The Snowy Owl.
I like that one. So are we using the gap in the wall this time?
We are. I mean, it was pointed out to us, so we might as well use it. Corden and Horn found it.
Well, it's a small gap. I can tell how it was easily missed.
So let's see. Fastrid's steed is over
You know what's
here by...
weird?
What's that?
The gap looks like too clean. Like they were in the middle of building that section up, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all straight edges.
The horse is north of the...
So let's talk...
Oh, yeah,
let's talk to Alwyn first.
Okay.
Since we're here. We're closer to Alwyn than the horse, looks like. I'm gonna go stand outside.
Our mission is dire.
And she says, "Excellent. Here, I've crafted a brew from what was left of my stores. Take this to the soldiers. May they enjoy a brief moment of rest."
Where's your apiary?
Are you asking me?
Apiary?
That's not a question you ask a lady.
Well, she...
An apiary is a bee house.
Yeah, no.
Oh, bee, right.
I was saying because you need that for mead. Like this seems suspicious. Like where would she have gotten the honey?
Wow, you've got a suspicious mind.
Well, I mean, you can't just get honey from nowhere.
I beg to differ.
Conspiracy.
Buys it from the vendor, like everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a provisioner in town.
Oh, I
the
guess.
steed is packed and ready for its journey to Edoras. And we all know the best honey comes from the Shire.
What were you guys doing at the horse? I don't know if I...
We had packed, so we were packing it with the provisions for the quest, a gift for the Western Net. And let's see, do you have that quest? You do have it.
I have that quest, I don't have the grain. Where did you get the grain from?
The grain,
the hops field.
Yeah, it was right there by the hops field.
I didn't see it, I'm sorry. I'll go back and get
That is okay, I will ride with you and show you where. Off we go. What's up?
So you get close to the guard to give him mead, right? But I didn't give it to him, and then I walk away, and he says, it says, Eosig looks overwhelmingly sad that you have taunted him so.
Oh, poor dude.
That's pretty good scripting.
Yeah, that is. That's a cool Easter egg. So 9th, I'm right by the sacks of grain. I hit him right out in the open.
Yeah, I was busy getting the hops. I didn't see the grain.
Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that.
It's okay if you turn the meat in. He's just going to say something like, "Thank you, this is refreshing."
No, I got the overwhelmingly sad.
Oh, you just get that.
That's if you go near him and then go back.
Yeah, I was trying to... Something was moving stealthily, so I was tab targeting around just outside the gate, but there's nothing there. Maybe I was picking up Bosel. I don't know.
It's okay.
Anyway.
We're going to give him 7 different glasses of mead, so he'll be well prepared for guard duty.
Right, he's going to be schnookered.
He won't even remember that he was sad in the morning.
Right. That's how good the meat is.
Right, after 7 glasses. Yeah, so stop by that horse and pack it, and then meet us at the north gate. 9th. It's just a few steps away. So we're near him, and you have to click on the mead icon to give it to him. Eosig looks thrilled, and more importantly, refreshed.
Where's Galt?
Thrilled. Well, where's Galt?
I was trying to find the tavern to reforge something. I figured I'd have plenty of time while you were out. I hate this town.
I hate this town as well. I see where you are. It's basically due south of you. If you look on your map, on your world map.
There he is. He's right here.
It's where the loot. It's where the loot is. That's the icon to look for. The bard icon, and then below that it has all the stuff. So it's kind of in the center southeast of town, if that makes sense.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So did you give mead to Essig? Cool. Give him mead. And there'll be while we're giving out all this mead, there'll be a stop for a forge it along the way. I see where we're going. This place is scenic, but its layout is weird for sure. It's
a scenic pain in the butt.
Yep, it fails to replace Galtrev as an effective hub for my crafting and sorting needs.
They don't get any better. Aldberg isn't that good. And Dol Amroth is a pain.
The idea is beautiful.
Dol Amroth is so pretty. It's so pretty though.
Yeah, it's not very convenient.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Where's
not as big as a pain as Minas Tirith though. That's the biggest pain possible.
And they got rid of travel horses for some reason, for lag reasons, is what they said. I don't know if they put them back.
You mean between the tiers?
Yeah, didn't they get rid of some of them? Like they used to have one between every tier.
Not that I'm aware of.
I thought I read that.
So
it's a stable in every tier. I keep trying to get them all.
Make sure you give him the mead. So after this, you should have only 2 left in restoring morale. You should have bring the mead to Sigvald, and bring the mead to Ermenrod. So here's Sigvald. He's sleeping on the job. Look at this man.
The mead will wake him up.
Sigvald looks thrilled, and more importantly, refreshed. Yeah.
I also have to give it to Ethamar. Where's Ethamar?
Ethamar's on the other side.
He's right here. There's 2 guards.
I see him. I see him.
And then there's these guys that just have a title and no name. And
Guard of Snowbourn.
Guard is the most popular name in Snowbourn. It's rather a popular name in all of Rohan.
Well, I mean,
if you want our mead, you should get a name.
They have people named Helm, right? So why not Guard? Spear.
Right. Personally, I think they name all the boys Guard, and then you have to work to get a better name.
Galt, forge it ahead. Right here.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is wise for wanderers to equip themselves well. We travel swiftly.
And I'll meet y'all outside. When you're done, we'll continue to the south gate. So man, Steam's summer sale's over. Anybody been playing anything new or cool?
Dark Souls
I went back to Subnautica.
3.
Awesome. How is that? What are you thinking?
It's okay.
What do you think of what?
Better than from Souls fans, which I've only watched some Let's Plays and talked to you a very little about it. People say 1 is the best, 2 is not as good, and 3 is better than 2.
I don't know yet. I'm only a little bit in.
That seems to be fandom.
It's just, I think they've worn out the series. So. Because it's basically the same. Right? 3 is, there's nothing new yet. Now, granted, I'm only, a few hours into it, but.
The lore of that game is so quirky.
It's awesome.
I got Darkest Dungeon, which is very addictive.
Oh, I love DD. Yeah.
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 Well, it's like $7.50. I couldn't resist.
Did you get the DLC?
No, I did not get the DLC. I'll wait till that goes on sale again to do the DLC.
I'm just starting a run with the Crimson Court and Color of Madness DLC enabled, so I haven't been through any of it yet. But that game is so fun. Ermenrod looks overwhelmingly sad that I've taunted him so, but I'm back to give him his mead. I had to do it once. No one can hear you because your mic's up there.
I'm sorry. I said I did it with all the others, so I had to do it with him too. You know, being equitable and all that.
So we should have... talk to Alwyn and talk to Fastrid. So we're going
I also
back
got
to
my time at Porsche. That was fun.
And it looks like Galt is still forging it?
No, I'm
you good? Okay.
What's my time at Porsche?
Yeah, what is that?
I am. I'm still forging. I'll be done.
Okay, so we'll wait for Zara. No problem.
I'm lost.
The best thing I can compare it to is, you know, what is the name of it? I have
Found you.
Can't remember the name of it for some reason, but the farm like crafting game kind of.
Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley?
Stardew Valley?
Stardew Valley, yeah.
Stardew Valley.
It's like Stardew Valley?
Oh. I wouldn't like
Yeah,
that.
my time at Porsche is similar to Stardew
I heard it's
Valley.
like Stardew Valley.
I hadn't seen this one, I don't think.
You might check it out then, because you like Stardew Valley a lot.
I love Stardew Valley.
Yeah. That may be favorite game status? I don't know. Would you say so?
Close.
That or DA Origins for you. I'm not sure which it is, Kate.
Oh, yeah. Well, there are some games that don't come off my computer. The Dragon Age games, Skyrim, Stardew Valley. Where did you all go? Did you go in here?
We're going north. Nope. I'll come back. I'll find you. Sorry. We started running. Run north from where you are. Along that silly road.
Did you play Inquisition?
Yep.
I really like that.
It was not my favorite of the Dragon Age games, but I liked the story well enough. Yeah.
It was my favorite of the Dragon Age games.
I'm right behind you, so...
Like, I liked all three of them, but it was 1, then 3, then 2 for me.
I really liked the story of 2. The game itself was flawed beyond belief. I'm not saying it was a good game, but it was a good story. Origins was absolutely my favorite. I keep getting stuck on freaking lampposts.
I told you about those lampposts. I told you about. I'm like, why would anybody put a lamppost there?
Why would you do that? Anyway.
Why? You.
So yeah, I'm Origin. I like them in order of the game order. Actually, now that I think about it. Yeah.
What business have you with the
My favorite is 1.
I think they lost something when they started doing the voice of the hero. And while it is cool, it's still... One of the things I liked about Origins was you had more choices.
I'm back.
For your answer. There were more shades of gray.
So, Zara, did you get a chance to go south and give the last mead? Or were you still forging it at that time?
No, she's
I was still forging it at that time.
Okay, so let's, those who want to stay with Alwyn can do that.
I'm going to sit here and drink with Alwyn.
So,
you're
I am, I'm going to sit here. Yeah.
It says I need to bring it to Ermenrad at the south gate.
Yep, I'm going with you.
Does it not say that to you, James?
Well, it just says you have it.
No.
But it's a weird one. It doesn't actually have a check mark when we completed it.
They did it while we were forging, hun.
Yeah.
Also, I was looking at the wrong quest, and so I saw the check mark, but that's a different one.
I didn't realize everyone was not with us.
There's Armenrad, so give him his dose of mead.
I'll be right back.
Galt, did you get a chance to do this?
No, I'm going to do it.
Do you need to go put paws on grass?
Paws on
It looks
grass.
that way.
We were having difficult time making it all the way out the door, across the deck, and onto the grass. So I started singing Paws on Grass to the tune of Hollywood. It worked!
We are bell training, and I've never done this before, and
We're
she's
starting to do that
actually
too.
doing it.
Yeah.
We're super
cool.
shocked every time we hear the bell ring.
You make her ring it?
Yep, she rings it.
Cool. Yep, Prudence is learning that one right now.
She's just not entirely consistent. Sometimes she just sneaks over to a carpet and pees on it.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Did you tell him the name of the dog, hon?
I did, but I didn't go into why we named her.
Rosie!
What we named her.
So?
From Lotro, from as in Sam Wise.
Oh, Rosie Cotton.
His wife.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Fantastic. So, did you pick out kind of a cuddle pup? Sort of a, like a lovey girl kind of dog? Super sweet, cuddly type?
We purchased her online, so we didn't know what she was like, but it just turns out we totally lucked out. She is such a cuddle bug.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's got a disposition that perfectly matches us so far.
Yeah, I've been surprised how well Prudence is fitting in now that she's lost just a little bit of the crazy puppy, and is starting to become a dog. That's cool to watch.
Yeah, we're not quite sure if we're seeing the true her yet because we've just had her a little over a week, but so far she's just like a perfect fit.
Awesome.
We're so lucky.
I'm glad you went for it.
She's my
I
office
didn't realize.
mate.
Oh yeah. Pup doesn't want to come back in. She's like, I'll be outside, fine outside in the yard. I
Rosie
definitely
does
won't.
that too.
I definitely won't try and dig out where that armadillo is coming in at night under the fence. She'd be disappointed. There's just chain link on the other side of the privacy fence. So
She was eating chives.
oh, good. She has a taste for chives. We're gonna have to.
Chives do taste good.
We're gonna have to elevate
Chives.
those. Do you like chives, baby dog? Did you eat Daddy's
do
chives?
Taste good.
Did you eat Daddy's chives? What a good girl.
No,
There we
not
go.
what a good girl.
Is that okay for her to eat? I mean,
not
not
gonna kill her.
okay to you guys.
It's not going to cause any problems, but onions aren't great for dogs, so...
Nah.
Oh, that's
Really?
right. My daughter was just saying that. Anything from the
didn't know.
Alyssum family, right?
Yep.
Yeah, onions, garlic, tomatoes, all that kind of stuff. Better if they avoid it. We'll need to
so
buy one of
good.
those little elevated trees, for you put the little pots in.
Dude, she can, with her paws up, reach my shoulder.
Well,
Maybe we could train the
A
dog.
high elevation.
yeah.
It's just going to take time. No, she didn't want to come in, so she sat down and started eating some chocolate. That's what that was about. Yeah.
Is that a polka?
We have less problems with that in the middle of the day when it's 102 or 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah, we haven't got that hot.
Yeah,
Don't get that hot.
She's already showing a definite preference for air conditioning, though, at certain times of the day.
Unless the puppies are here. I have a friend who has
What
2
brings you
puppies
to
that are
these
about
lands?
4 or 5 weeks younger than she is. And when they're here, it doesn't matter what the temperature is. She runs them ragged, jumps in the pool, stands on the top step, heat sinks, then pops out and goads them up again. She doesn't stop.
That's fun. We're kind of bummed because Rosie's not immunized yet, so we have to keep her sort of quarantined away from everybody else.
Yeah, we had to do that at first.
Alright, so we're ready for continuing restoring morale with Alwyn. And she says, I hope they enjoyed the refreshments. I'd be happy to make more when I have time, especially with the hops you've brought for me. I know how difficult times have been for them as of late, so anything I can do to help brings me great joy. Thank you for aiding me in keeping our soldiers at their best. And now we're just talk to Fastred. Fastred. Hey, I could find the path.
Oh, and I have no idea.
What?
Well, we've known that for a while, but...
No. You were asking if I was playing a poke, and I have no idea. Most of the tracks I have just come in, giant packs. Who'd like saying all by like some artist. So I could look it up.
It sounded like a polka. Like plate spinning music. Da 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 da. You know. I don't know.
I said the name of the song because of the name where you can say the name of the track, and I did if you scroll up.
Let me see. I don't know. It might have rolled off my chat.
Super Jelzik.
So this is a gift for the Westamnet. Thank you for your continued aid, easily lost. We have to maintain our independence from the throne. I'm a loyal Reeve, but the king's actions as of late are foolhardy. We should strike at our foes while we can, lest they unite and overwhelm all of Rohan.
He's bloodthirsty, but he has good instincts.
Yep. Restoring morale. It is done then. Excellent. It's always remarkable how such a simple pleasure can remedy such problems. Striking eastward. My allies, you have done me a great many services in your short time here. I have one more task to ask of you for now. To the east is the town of Woolstow, and more importantly, the path of the East Wall, from which countless orcs are spilling into our lands. I want you to fight your way to Woolstow, and ensure that the town still stands. Riders of the enemy patrol the roads, and will make every attempt to cut you down on your way. Once you make it to Woolstow, speak to the Thane Winsig. She is young, but she has strength beyond her years. May fortune find you well on your journey. For Rohan. Swan of many colors will accompany us.
Now, if we could just train the swan as a captain, we'd be set.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if we trained it as a captain, it would leave.
You're right, it would leave the kidship after a few weeks.
That's true, too.
Like, where's my
a
swan?
cosmetic item.
I paid for that, man.
Sorry, you gave it captain levels. There's nothing we can do. You're easily lost.
First challenge, how do we get the kite to hold a halberd?
Well, we could tie it on there.
I don't think it would fly then.
This is Lotro. It'll
Be
fly.
too heavy.
It's not that we can't attach it, it's a matter of aerodynamics.
We'd have to make it bigger.
We were so
Okay,
focused
so
on
I'm
whether we
going out the
could, we never
north.
stopped to think about whether we should.
Why did we do that? There's a road. What do you know?
It's been a lot of talking and not much killing. Let's kill stuff.
Yeah, no kidding.
Except for this guy, because we can't mounted combat fight here.
Except for that guy. Right?
Oh, man.
Yep, time for a warband.
Yeah.
I'm bloodthirsty. I'm turning northeast across the crofts here. Basically ignoring these mobs and heading for the warband, which is Cramp. We're gonna put a cramp in his style, so to speak. I know. I just, dude, can't help myself.
He went
If you
there.
didn't have bad humor, you wouldn't have any.
Right?
I thought it was funny.
Thank you
Don't
for proving
encourage.
my point.
Why
See?
did he turn gray?
Yeah, there's a reason I keep this man in the kinship. Why did he turn
Well,
gray?
I charmed him, but usually he turns green. Oh, now he's green. Okay, that'd be sweet.
He's white. He's white to me, yeah.
There we go.
it's a squirrel.
Yep. Now he is vulnerable. Oh, somebody dismounted him. Poor little fella.
Well, I returned the favor.
Nicely done.
Feels a little cruel that we're using him like a pinata.
Yeah. A gift box comes out of him and some marks. They just hit him and the marks fall out. See? Bam!
Ew, I got an orc head on a pike.
Awesome. You should totally mount that on your war steed. We're going south, almost due south from here, just across the river for another warband, which is Bugud.
Alright, I'm catching up with y'all.
There's War Master Bugud.
I'm still catching up.
We are southeast of you, Nightfall, and you are with us.
Oh, the cooldown is back. I just realized.
The cooldown?
Yeah, remember there was that period 2 weeks ago where we were marveling at the fact that you could...
That you could do a lot of powers stacked on top of each other?
maybe I'm just...
I mean, there's still not a gap.
No, the animations still I mean, I can ride out of range and prevent the power from firing as quickly.
No, it's fine. Something felt off, but it was just me.
Bye-bye, War Master Bugud. Silver box of spoils.
384 shards, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, why not? Okay, so that was some fun with warbands. Now we're being sent to Wallstow. And we have more killing to do. I'm so glad. It's just what I want to be doing right now. Let's mess up some orc face. These are the ones we need.
I got a ring cosmetic? I didn't even know rings showed up.
It's not a. It's
not a cosmetic.
Yeah, it's the one you
You traded in with traded in for a ring. It eventually, through several trade-ins, it eventually becomes a gold ring.
Yeah, so hold on to it.
I see. Okay.
Yep. So it is relevant to our 85 raid content if we can find an alliance or run that stuff ourselves potentially. Because the gems that drop from the Erebor raids upgrade those rings, and yeah, as James and Angalan said, it's possible to get a really nice gold ring out of it all if you're lucky with the drops.
Oh, and I have the orc head on a pike equipped if you want to see it.
Dismounted. Where are you? Let's see. There he is. Yeah, look at that orc head. There's also a 3 orc heads on a pike, I think.
I think it seems kind of small though.
It's shrunken. It's a slightly shrunken head. It's desiccated, you know.
There's
So
some
striking
flies
eastward.
buzzing around it, so that's kind of cool.
That is. So we definitely need to head east here and talk to Winsig in Wallstow. Winsig of Wallstow is the cousin of Tidlack of Twickenburg.
I know.
Twickenburg.
Do you know Tidlack? Ooh, this is pretty. Just a nice vista here. See a long way south across the bridge. Oh, that's a screenshot.
That is the Eastfold. Fenmarch. And Beacon Watch.
Okay. Heading for Winsig of Wallstow. Long, sort of wide east road.
The
Yep.
long and winding road.
There's a forge in Wallstow. There is.
There is.
Yes, but are we going to be able to find it? There's one, theoretically, in Snowbourn, too.
Welcome, my friend.
Here is the stablemaster. So you should now have everywhere except Hytbold. It's kind of a nice place.
Yeah.
Pretty
it
waterfall.
reminds me of the town when you're going toward the Brandywine, tucked back up. Like, you get to the end of the big road and you can either go left and there's that little town with the good bar by the bridge, or you go right and there's the town tucked up by where the elf was camping. I don't remember the name of it, but this reminds me.
Stock. That's the one right before the bridge.
No, it's the other one.
Brock and Borings?
Past the, what?
Brock and Borings? Oh, Woodhall.
The one that's past, yes, Woodhall. The one, I think it's Woodhall. It's before Farmer Maggot's farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Woodhall.
Yeah.
I like the water wheel.
Yeah, I like the big water wheel. Let's introduce
So that'd be a good place
ourselves
for orcs to grab.
to Thane Winsig. No, it would not. So we'll read the blue feathers before we read the quest text. Tell me of yourself,
Will
Winsig.
you aid the horse lords?
I'm Thane Winsig of Woolstow. Though I be only 16 years of age, I will not allow any to think me weak or unfit for such a title. My line is one of proud history, though I alone survive now. My father fell in the same battle that claimed Reeve Dogrid. My love, Deowine, has gone to serve at Edoras, and I have long awaited the day when we are again united. I intend to hold Woolstow to my very last, and though some of my men do not stand with me in this view, I will not falter in this charge. Thank you. What is the state of
What
Woolstow?
business have you with the Rohirrim?
Woolstow was once a beautiful settlement, but we've fallen on rough times as of late. The orcs constantly spill forth from the east wall, and we must defend ourselves from their assaults daily. My people have begun to lose hope, and the town itself has started to fall into disrepair. I will not be moved by the violence of our foes, but I know not how long Woolstow will stand without aid. Ah, I see. Have you sought aid from the Reeve? Faster it can be, hard to reach. While our fathers fell in the same battle,
to these lands?
that is the sole common ground between us. I think the Reeve too brash for his own good. He's sooner to get himself killed than address the needs of his people. Nonetheless, the orcs are to blame for our predicament. To the west and south, they've essentially blocked all contact between Woolstow and Snowbourn, and until these orcs can be brought to heel, our situation can only worsen. Ah, unfortunate.
What brings you to these lands?
Striking eastward. I am Winsig, Thane of Woolstow. What business have you here? You bring word from Snowbourn. Well then, what is it? So, Fastred is concerned by the outpouring of orcs into our lands. As am I, since they pour onto my doorstep. Fastred may be brash, but I respect his leadership. If he sent you to us, then he must trust in your skill as well. Now then, if you wish to see Woolstow survive another week, we must move at once.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Hope for Woolstow. You have seen the state of Woolstow. I'm certain that you can tell that things look grim for us. The crofters cannot even approach their fields, and the orcs have set up camps to the north and south, effectively blocking us from any dealings with Snowbourn. The crofters are losing hope, and I blame them not. If you would, please speak with them. You have given so many in the Sutcroft's hope already. To see that in my own people again would be so inspiring, if only for today. Talk to Hubert.
These lands are not to be traveled lightly.
And find a forge it.
Yeah.
Forge it is going to be across this little bridge. Don't they have bridges like this in the orc camps in the North Downs?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Doesn't that bridge look awfully familiar? Yeah.
I need allies bad, if anyone gets them. 85s.
Okay. I haven't seen
Are you
85s in a while.
sneaking around, Bosel?
I have a
No.
warden's sword and a warden's hammer of the Third Age.
Great.
I only have sub 85, sorry.
If Honeypaw needs anything, I can hook him up.
Hey James, I can have my weaponsmith forge you a batch of burglar weapons
It's not a big
at
deal.
the end of session today.
Just if you come across them.
If you need. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind at all. If it's helpful.
Nah, don't waste the resources on it. Or time.
Alrighty. Deconstruct.
All these are crap.
Ninth, this is exactly what I was thinking of when I saw this river.
Yeah.
What a great fishing spot.
It's a warden's hammer. Thank you, though.
Oh, sorry. I thought that's what you were looking for. No.
Thief. Using a warden's hammer.
Hey,
That's
burglars.
just
awesome.
silly.
Oh, sorry.
Burglar is an honest reputation.
Alright.
Thieves are tricksy.
When everybody's done
They're
forging.
false.
Forgotten.
And I am not false.
No, you're an honest burglar. Did I do something stupid?
I don't know.
No, I didn't.
We are going north to talk to Hubert.
Over the bridge?
Over the
Through
bridge.
the woods.
I was swimming.
The non-Wathrin type bridges.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I think this is Hubert's house.
If not, he's
It
in
is.
the wrong place.
So, you are the one Snowbourn sent to save us. I've heard of your exploits, and I can only hope you will be the one to save us from the orcs. We've lost so much, and so many. I know not how much more we can endure. Of all of our emotes, he's most impressed by Galt's mighty flex.
Of course,
Well,
God
I
reflects.
Of course.
He's
Oh, the Lord
less
of Galtrin is
impressed.
here. We are sure to win now. Truly, you've raised my spirits. Okay. So we need to speak to someone named Aralgifu. Sounds
I
like
think
Encourage
he's
him to
less
wait.
impressed by Ninth's flex.
an elf flex.
Our mission is dire.
It looked pretty
Okay.
funny too.
Yeah, it did. She says, "What does it matter now? Even if we're saved, the entire harvest is lost. My crops was burned to the ground by orcs. And now, look at our town. We have but moments left. Winsig is a great leader, but she cannot face a force of this strength. None among us can, and I cannot believe that any brighter days lie ahead." Time for a dwarf flex. Yeah, Adolgifu stifles a chuckle as you pose, but her smile is unmistakable.
This is the arm I lift my tankard with.
Is that why?
Ooh, that is a big
painfully-
muscle.
Looks painfully uncomfortable with what just occurred. I hugged her.
And this is Egelfirth. Welcome, stranger. So you come from Winsig. She's a bold leader, to be certain. My men and I have fought hard to keep Wolster from these fiends, and so far we have survived. Confuse not our town's disrepair with weakness. We've fought the orcs from the wall constantly. We have lost only a few crofts. The orcs rally to the north and south, but my men and I still hold strong. They will not breach our defenses, and when the time comes we shall deliver such a blow that they shall never dare to return to Rohan. Your prowess precedes you all, but know this, you will have to earn my respect. Now then, I am sure Winsing has many a task for you, as she does for us all. Egelfirth nods slightly at your salute and returns to his post. Silly dwarves
Pretty
climbing
sure.
on roofs again.
Pretty sure thatched roofs were not made
Forget
for
you weren't a
dwarves and
goat
plate
boss.
mail.
Yeah, I probably would have gone right through that. Yeah.
Exceeded the load bearing. Oh, that's.
I should know better.
What brings you to these lands?
Hope for Walstow. Thank you for speaking with each of my people. Morale has been very low of late, and I need the trust of them as we move forwards. I have many thoughts on what we could do to secure Wolster from the orcs, but the risk is great.
Nope. I disapprove of this quest. We should just go. Let's just go.
Just leave, just kill some orcs. Thatching a plan, she has.
We'll need your aid.
We have neither the time nor the means to restore all of Wolster, but I believe you can aid us with some small repairs. Look at what that dwarf has done. He collapsed the entire roof. Along the stream to the west, there are a great number of reeds. These reeds can be used to repair the roofs for the townsfolk here in Wolstow. How did that happen? It didn't happen until you arrived.
No idea.
However, these reeds are very close to the orc camps nearby.
Tornado.
It is more than likely you may find yourself... Yeah, certainly. I'm sure that's what it was. Some foul wizardry from Saruman. It's more than likely you may quickly find yourself surrounded by orcs while there, collecting the reeds. That said, be swift about your business. I await your return, but I confess I'm more confused than I was a moment before.
Here, Winsig, for the roof repair fund.
Did you have to throw them all over
Now
the
I know
floor?
how she got her name.
Couldn't you have just given them to me?
Nope, that's how I disperse all my income.
Oh my god.
So he avoids paying taxes. We have more quests available to us before we go pick reeds. Adolgifu
Will
has a
you aid
quest.
the Rohirrim?
The orcs have laid waste to our crofts, and barely any of our crops still stand. We will soon find ourselves starving if we do not harvest anything and leave it to the orcs to finish what they've begun. Go to the crofts to the west of here. When I fled, I saw some of the wheat still standing amid the destruction. Harvest as much as you can. It'll be our last chance to do so. Is that even real money, or is it just lead painted gold? What is that elf doing?
Hey, I'm a philanthropist, not an
Why
alchemist.
did these coins have
Only
demerits
remember
written
you
on
for your
them?
services.
Yeah, right. A renewed defense. Oh there. I have another task for you all, if you can spare the time. The guard captain has requested aid in assembling new barricades along the border of Wolstow. He has the materials at the ready. He just needs them positioned along the rocks at the edge of town. If you do this, we will all be able to rest easier, knowing the orcs will have far fewer openings from which to attack us. As we all know, orcs are terrified of small piles of rocks and would not climb over them.
Unlike Snowbourn, which has a giant gap in their wall.
Shh, it's a secret.
Oh, here we are. Defensible location. This is a lot better. Good job, Galt. That'll do him. That'll keep those pesky orcs out. That one border right here. Like you can't run around it.
And it's not even on the road.
In second thought, let us not go to Wolstow. It is a silly place.
This one's just in the middle of the woods.
But it's a defensible location. Don't knock it. It's defensible. Like, why out here in the open? The orcs are likely to have bows. Why not back behind the trees? You're muted, my love.
I think we're making places that archers can hide behind that aren't trees. I admit we're doing it in silly places.
I feel more defensible already. Meanwhile, Bosel's doing the only actual work of killing an orc.
I was doing it too.
Well, good job. At least some of us haven't forgotten what's important here. Now let me see here.
It's across the river.
Across the river to the south?
Yeah, we're...
Oh yeah, sure it is.
It's where
If they want
there's
me to
more
kill
defensible
orcs, they should
locations,
really
but,
make it.
but we're not going to build barriers there.
Just 8. We'll stop
8
at
is
that.
quite
That's
enough.
sufficient. Yeah.
Yeah, if they want me
We
to
don't
kill
want-
orcs, they should make it a quest objective.
We don't want depressed orcs. Got to give them some open.
I find this location more defensible than the one that you chose, so I'm gonna do. I got this one. They're good. See, we're covering for each other. That's teamwork. X-Force. All right. So let's see. I have a feeling there might be another quest this way. Yep.
Can we rename our kinship?
X-Force.
And if we do, will we get kicked from the server?
We can name it. We can rename it Triple X-Force, and that would definitely get us kicked from the server.
No, only Laurelin has naming restrictions. Landerval is RP encouraged.
What brings you to these lands?
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they don't actually have naming restrictions.
So we're turning in a renewed defense. Well done, my friends. These should aid us in repelling any orcs that are... What? Hang on. Did you not... Were you not following me to do the ones I did there, Soph? Oh, well, it's okay. You are too far north. Come south.
It happened easily.
So how many do you have? 6? Mics work best when active.
I'm at 8. I'm on your butt.
Cool, yes. Now we're going to turn in with Hubert. How rude, he closed the door in my face.
Our mission is
But I
dire.
still got through it. These barriers should aid us in repelling any orcs foolish enough to assault us directly. I will inform the god captain the task is complete. Catching 40 winks. I feel you.
All that flexing made me exhausted.
Right. as a rune keeper, it's more chanting and somatic gestures, right? It's not usually so much flexing and muscle work.
Nope, it's not.
Flexing is a somatic gesture.
Oh dear, I fell off the bridge.
Uh-oh.
I was wondering what you were saying up there.
Here she comes. I see her swimming along.
Point and whap.
Zara, come back down from where you went. The rest of us are on the hill just below you. No, you don't have to go back across the bridge. You're basically where you needed to be when you came up off the shore. You just didn't see us in the background. So just turn around and retrace your steps. Yep.
Oh look, there you are.
But then I just go in a circle.
Right.
Go right.
Not go right. No, we're going south to collect reeds.
See, south is down. You really need to be specific.
Because some fat, drunken dwarf couldn't stay off the roof.
Seriously, blame the dwarf.
Just follow the kite.
These are selfish reeds, so yep.
How do you know?
Let's start. I watched Galt pick one up,
Bozo
or
picked
Bozo
one.
pick one up. Yep. It was I watched Bozo pick one. Yep.
They'll
And
spawn
then
and
Avalon
walk.
picked one, and it vanished
Now and then.
from my. Oh, they spawn.
Don't whack me. You're supposed to whack the meat shield. That's your job.
They respawn pretty quick though, the reeds. So. It'll respawn in a second, Zara. They spawn pretty quick, the reeds. There you go.
I figured I'd wait.
There aren't any more in that direction. They're all to the south of us here, along the riverbank. You can get this one first.
So is anybody else noticing that orcs are spawning when we grab the reeds?
Yep.
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 A couple of people said that a second ago. I think you missed it in the chatter.
No more of that. It's funny, they only spawn once per person.
The reeds or the orcs?
Yes.
The reeds. You can't sit there and farm one.
Nope, you cannot. Shouldn't be any more reeds in that direction, Zara.
You ever notice that I'm always going in the wrong direction?
But if you come towards me, there's tons if you haven't gotten them already.
And here is a reed, milady. And more ahead. Oh, but they're such rude neighbors. Interrupting our fishing trip. But he got barbecued. Just not 4th of July weekend without a barbecue. Thanks,
Yep.
Nathan.
No worries.
It's playing the Annie, Are You Okay song.
Chase Thomas would cringe to hear you say such things.
Chance.
Chance Thomas, excuse me.
There are, I think, more reeds than we need.
Yeah.
Yep, there are. So is anybody not done with reeds, or is everybody got 12
I
reeds?
just finished. Oh, 12? 8.
No, 8
No,
reeds.
8.
8
wheat.
reeds.
It's
8 reeds.
12
It's
wheat.
the wheat we need 12 of.
Okay, let's go get it.
So what has everyone been up to outside of game this week, other than puppying?
World Cup.
Oi! These are my wheat here, Ninth. Get your own.
So, what do we reap it and then it turns into harvested grain?
Yep.
So you gotta do that for 3 little nodes, it looks like.
This is something I can do.
Oh, it's on now, Mordor Croft Defiler.
I don't even want to
Great
think
name.
about that.
This is a weird quest. They're all selfish.
With the wheat? Yeah,
Yes,
they haven't
they
respawned. They're all selfish and they haven't respawned. So that's
Oh.
fun.
It's like the
There's
devs wanted to
another-
make this quest as hard as possible.
There's another
It's another field.
yeah.
There's another field to the
Let's go.
to the southwest of us, so we're gonna go there. Haven't seen any
Don't
wheat
see
here
anything.
yet. I'm looking.
Any defilers around? We gotta kill them.
Oh, they defiled the wheat.
The map says it's here, but no, you're right. No wheat.
It's over here. It's in this little side field. Nice one shot.
Hey, Ungallen
Yeah?
and Reth. You know what? You guys go ahead and finish all of them, and maybe they'll start respawning for the rest of us.
This field had more of them anyway.
Here, Seth, come get some of these.
These all say harvested.
Yeah, pick them up.
That's what you want.
That's what you need. You need to click them once, and then they open. Okay, so let's mount up and head back to the other field,
Yeah, they're back here.
and let's hope these are
Still,
spawning.
still nothing.
Still nothing.
Break fellow?
No, they're,
Yeah,
no, no,
they're
no,
back here
I-
at the main field. Or the first
But
field.
this first field,
Yeah, we're going back to the first field.
Ah!
Okay, I am finished.
So, Soph, what you do is click on. You got it. You click on a grain, it turns into 4 harvested grain, and then you pick those up.
There's some over by me, and I'm done collecting them.
So there's a couple by 9th over here, Soph, that you can get. And that should put you at, what, about 9?
I'll tell you when I get there.
Cool, so let's go back to the other croft. I'm not afraid of you, jerk on a warg. I'm taking you on the ground. Yeah, that's right.
I'm taking you on while on the ground while flying a kite.
That's how badass we are. And we're singing "Let's Go Fly a Kite" while we're killing you. Anyone having trouble harvesting these or needs some extra focus help?
Yeah.
Are you at the Southern Croft again, Soph?
Probably not. I'm looking for it, but probably
Nope.
failed to find
You
it.
need to turn southeast. No, basically due east of yourself. That's the big... Yeah. That's the big fence. Yeah, jump that fence and come this way. So here's some grains.
Yep, you click them, they turn to harvested.
And you're 10 of 12?
Get off my ass, you dumb orc.
Don't worry
Hang
about
on,
it. That's what we're here
doing.
for.
I like that
Alright,
they made the
looks
spawn
like
time,
everybody's got 12. Yep.
'cause
Back
this-
to Wallstow.
I like this having to cover for people while they're doing the grain. Not that we couldn't do it
Yeah.
solo, but it's kind of cool.
It's fun.
Yeah. And when we get back to town, we're going to take our break.
Oh, I thought that was the town. I just almost went into an orc camp.
Whoops.
I know
So-
that
town.
camp. I've ridden into it
What-
before.
We're just going to hang out here by this pretty waterfall, because I like the scenery here, for our break. So outside the meat hall when everybody's ready. And it's a little after 11. It's 11... So what's it say? 11:04, so let's be back at 11:15, guys. See you soon.
Okey-doke.
Cool.
Yeah.
Back.
Welcome back. Yeah, I love that song, both Kate and I. One of our favorites.
I just said that's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah. I thought it transitioned pretty well to ABC here.
Yeah. That would be a really good band song.
There's flute tracks that stand in for the vocals, but I'm not trained in a flute.
Welcome back, Galt. Okay, we still have people absent at the moment, I think.
They're late.
So if you have AFK tag.
Your AFK is showing.
How embarrassing. Well, that was a big dose of that sneezing powder. Let's see. Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Alright, I'm teeing it off from up here. Let's see if I can hit that Rohirrim sweeping his house in the distance. 4. Oh, just 2 inches shy. He'd never know what hit him. Oh, thank you, thank you. I think everybody's here now. Welcome back, guys. Let's go in and talk to Winsig. I'm done playing golf. And this is Desperate Harvest. This was a risky move, but if we were to claim any of our remaining crops, we had to harvest them now, or risk losing everything to orcs. Thank you for your aid. And...
What brings you to these lands?
Thatching a plan. Wonderful work, Bozadur, and I mean that, specifically you, dwarf. I hope the orcs did not cause you too much trouble. Although I'm not certain they did that damage to begin with, honestly. I will alert my men in any case and have them begin repairs while you and I continue to work on reinforcing Wolstow. Mind you, no more walking on my roofs. Foes from all sides. As I've said, the orcs have been mustering to camps in the north and south of Wolstow. I fear what they've planned for us, but I know it cannot be anything good. I want you to scout these camps. I'm uncertain how many foes we face. Also, some of our riders are not yet returned, and I'm worried about them. If you see them in your travels, please bring it to my attention. Scout the orc camp. I think that's where you went.
I think you're right.
Yeah, Ninth, earlier you were like, I was going into town, but I think I found the orc camp. I think you did. And Bugud is up again, but we don't care. We've gotten our kill of him for the day.
These guard names are blue in color. Why is that? Oh, it'll be a minute for me to catch up. I went swimming.
Jeez.
I did too.
Can't take y'all anywhere.
Oh
Not
my
really,
gosh.
no. Hey, I found the road.
Come on, we practiced going over bridges of that style back at level 28 or whatever it was in the North Downs.
Look, don't blame me because they haven't updated the follow mechanics.
And I wasn't with you guys at 28.
Right.
I'm looking for you.
You found me. Think you found me. Where's Sophie? Call
Right there.
Sophie. Ninth. There you are. You found me.
I found you.
Alright, there's an orc camp that Ninth conveniently found for us.
Cool, let's burn it to the ground. Sorry, I didn't realize my mic was down.
That was the dwarf version of Subnautica right there, if you witnessed that.
So I gotta say, even in creation mode, that thing really kind of creeps me out if I play it for too long.
Yeah.
I still thought it was a pretty fun game.
Oh, I'm still playing it. And I'm just using it like a giant aquarium. But it's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to give the game credit in my recording of it. I've rarely encountered a game that requires so much raw psychological willpower. The gathering and crafting part of it is fun, relatively easy. The part of it that's not easy is going deeper and getting over, because the game does a very good job of simulating underwater. You play it in the dark, you know, on a decent sized screen. It's pretty immersive.
The one I want to get when it goes on sale is Raft. It's like you're stranded out in the ocean, you gotta build a raft out of stuff.
I was really taken with the deep water exploration, and still am, of Subnautica.
Yeah.
I don't know if Raft has deep water stuff, but that's really, to me, that's the mind-bending nature of the game. Oh, here we are.
Oh yeah,
Orc
that's
forces have cut through the barricade at the east wall to a fortified camp. Nearby, Rohirrim Helm lays empty on the ground. Uh-oh. Sorry to interrupt. Needed to read quest text. You were saying?
You gotta come back to where the helm
Oh.
is.
I got an update. It said something about, as another orc falls, more Rohirrim regalia drops.
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah. More
Now it says
Rohirrim
go back to
regalia
Win.
drop from his grid. Foes from all sides return to Winsig. Let's see if everybody got credit in that fashion. I'm checking it out.
There's a drop.
I know, I still
I
have Scout the Orc Camp.
Southwest.
So maybe it was that specific spawn, the gate spawn that we just killed, and we need to have people come across it.
Yeah.
I don't have that quest. The one to go to the next camp.
Yeah.
I have foes from all
Can't
sides.
hear you, babe.
Talk to Winsig. Lost Scout. Talk to Aldstone.
I didn't get Lost Scout.
It's a drop item, but yeah, I don't know why it's telling you to go to the next camp.
Oh, wait a minute.
So let's see. Did anybody not get the quest item?
What's the
I didn't.
quest
I
item?
didn't get
I'm
the
sorry,
quest
guys.
item.
Emblem of the Rittermark, and it leads to the quest called the Lost
Not yet.
Scout. Okay.
I didn't
Oh, I've
get.
got the
Yeah, I
Lost
have-
Scout now.
I have the Lost Scout.
It just says you found more of the Rohirrim's trappings. You should seek out the Rohirrim nearby and see if he survived the orc attacks. We won't go forward until everybody has that quest item from this little first gate. Let's kill a few more orcs and see if others of them will drop it. I just don't know. But killing
Okay,
orcs
I've
is
got
more
the
fun
Lost Scout.
than waiting around. Let's see. And what does your foes from all sides say? Sarah?
Scout the orc camp to the southwest of Wallstow.
Maybe I already scouted
Okay.
it. Galt and I were down there fighting, so I might think that's happening.
But we can always kill some more guys.
We're camped to
What
the
does-
south.
What does Galt's foes from all sides say?
Talk to Winsig.
Yeah, so you and I were down
That's
by
what
that other
mine
camp,
says too.
so we scouted it, and everyone else just didn't go there yet.
That's what happened. That's what happened. Let's go back down there then. Boso, can you lead us to where you and Galt scouted that place, please? I'm giving you the son of scouting leadership. I think I am, if I can reach you. What in the name?
Nice one shot, dude.
Mine says talk to Winsig too. But I wasn't there.
I think it's right in here somewhere, right?
I don't remember it coming up, so but we must have got it.
Yeah, mine just
large-
changed.
Yep. Now I have along the east wall.
I don't have
I
that.
don't have that either.
Along the east wall. Let's see, I don't have that either.
That's what I have.
Same here.
It's
Let
foes.
me ask for...
It's foes from all sides that says along the east wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's the camp we were just at. I
Yep.
think you need to click on the helm. Like we all need to click on the helm, I think.
Ah, yes,
Where's
sir,
the
we
helm?
Need, we need to ride by the helm. Let's go. Okay,
By
so
the
here we
gate.
go. Let's gather back on Boz. I'm gonna put my mark back on me. Boss, will you use your mark? It's needed. So, the entrance, that's what happened. These triggers just have to happen in a specific order. So, here you are at the helm, and now you guys should see some quest text come across your screen.
What
About
quest text?
Something about a helm without an empty helm from a Rohirrim stands by the gates or something along those lines.
Oh, I already
Something's
had
right
that
next to
happen.
the helm.
Yes, you had already had it happen. Excuse me, a couple other people had not.
I still have had no quest drops.
Let's go further in.
Are you targeting enemies?
Yeah, I'm targeting enemies.
No, I'm Ungalan. Try targeting someone yourself and using an offensive power.
I have been.
Okay, I found
Yeah,
that
he's
sometimes
pretty
when
quick
I
on the
target.
You were saying?
I have found that sometimes when I target through Boz, or anyone else for that matter, certain zones for quests like this, if you don't target the enemy, it just doesn't drop. Whatever the droppy thing is. You know, you actually target the enemy to do it. I don't know the rhyme or reason to it. I can't explain to you how to look for it other than if it's not dropping for you, try targeting them yourself.
Oh, I always target things.
Okay,
I've like
I don't even usually.
I don't even know what you mean by target through someone else.
I can click on Boz and we have it set up so that I can shoot whatever his target is. If I'm yeah.
It's called
and
target
believe
forwarding.
me, that makes my life. I couldn't play this game really without that. Wow, do I suck at targeting?
Okay, so
He still doesn't have it. And it
Does
hasn't dropped
anybody-
on him.
I have
drops.
talked
No.
to Winsig now. Am I
Yes,
like
yep,
up
that's
to
correct.
speed?
you are
Okay.
super up to speed. Oh, what we're waiting for is for the thing for the Lost Scout. Are you up to speed on foes from all sides, Ungalan? I thought you were. I thought I heard that you
Yeah,
were.
it says talk
Yeah.
to Wednesday.
But this item won't drop for you. Let's go back to the gate.
He's sure he doesn't have
oh.
it in his inventory?
Or
No, I'd
pending
get a
loot.
notification. I'd get a notification that says quest.
You would, but sometimes
I'm
those
not-
go by. Can you?
Yeah, and
can
I'm
you
not
just
sure
check
I
your-
did.
I also think it goes to your pending loot before it goes to your inventory.
Yeah, if you have, if you're in your loot bag,
Does it drop off of the
it
thief?
won't send you an alert.
Does it drop off of the what? Pardon me.
The thief,
Copy.
the arms thief that spawns there. I don't know.
I think that is in fact who it drops off of. Yes. So if you don't tap that guy, you won't get it. So should we back away from this and let it respawn? Only Cramp is nearby to pass the minutes. Yeah.
Oh well, I guess
That's
it
what it
showed up in
seemed.
my inventory and didn't give me a notification.
Well, good. I'm glad that you have it, and since we have it, everybody's on the
Yep.
same step. So we're
Hang
on the
on
Lost
just a second.
Scout. Foes from all sides. People killing
Stop
stuff.
doing things. I'm trying to give you stuff.
Who are you speaking to, Kate?
Bozel.
I'm still. Thanks.
There. You made it sound dire. Ooh, oak branches. Oh, crap. Never mind.
Not a single burglar eye yet? Are you serious?
I got some. I gave them to them. What that was all about.
I'll bet I have like 4 Bjorning items. Let's see, what's the over-under on that? Bjorn... 4, exactly. Yep, 4. A great axe, destroyed. A carving. A spear. And a dagger. Yep, 4 Bjorning items. There we go. Aldston. He says, no, stay away from me. My head. You meant to hurt me, he said. You are not savior of Rohan. Mordor will bring us glory, and you stand in the way. No, stay away from me.
No.
I
didn't get
still have talk.
Hadn't had a chance to
Yeah.
pick him.
We'll fight him again.
That's all right. We get credit for it anyway.
I didn't.
He says, "What has happened? A man in dark
I don't
robes
think I
approached
did.
me. I can remember nothing beyond." He snaps out
The
of his
Lost
stupor.
Scout should say, talk to Winsig.
Yeah, but we're in another
Yep.
group,
It
so we
does.
didn't get it.
Yo, you guys didn't tap him?
Nope.
We
He'll be
tapped
back.
him, but you know, it was still on talk at that point.
It's one of those.
Yeah.
Thing to kill? Nope, it's all inside this stockade, hiding from us. Okay, Mr. Enchanted by Mordor Magic Guy. Time to come back.
Alright. Guys, in the future, if we're talking to a dude and he has enemy vitals, it's a good bet we're probably gonna fight him. So maybe we should have a countdown on those times.
Makes sense to me.
Yep. Yeah, because I didn't even get a chance to click him. It's only because we're felled that I got credit at all. Oh, wow. When did that happen? A universal solvent dropped out of somewhere.
Mana from heaven, save it.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back.
Zara and Nongalan are both here, right? Okay.
Yep.
All good.
Yeah,
Everybody
we're
get
fine now.
credit now?
He
Yep.
says, "What has happened? I have not the time to dwell on such curiosities as a man in dark robes. I must return to Woolstow at once." And he's probably not taking that seriously enough, but that's okay.
Probably not.
I think it's Krimgam.
Yep. Gungam makes sense that it would be him.
Whoa.
Dr. Winsig,
I
Dr.
finally
Winsig.
see what you mean about the green stuff coming out the horse.
Yeah, what is that?
I have no idea.
Is it the treasure horse? Oh no, it's not the treasure, it's the Mordor horse. Maybe it's just some weird, like,
Glitch.
creepy lick energy or something. Yeah, I don't know.
You're brilliant!
Who's
What's happening now?
No.
I was trying to figure out what... I still have that pick amount. And... where do I find the goat deed?
I don't know
Which
if
goat?
goats are among the pick 'em out.
There's-
There. Maybe there. So I'm gonna
It's-
read foes from all sides.
Alright, it's under race and social, so if goat herder.
You, goat herder. So Winsig says of foes from all sides.
Our mission is
The
dire.
camps have grown then. This does not bode well for Woolstow. We cannot delay any longer. The fight must be brought to the orcs before they grow even further out of our control. I'll have need of you again very soon. And the last scout.
What brings you to these lands?
I know not what horror seized control of his mind like that. Once he wakes, I'll speak with him. Thank you for bringing him back to Woolstow. I only hope he shall recover from such a thing.
Our success depends upon our
Cleft in
strength.
twain.
Will you aid us?
Easily lost. The time has come to make a decisive strike against our enemies. To the west and south, orcs have set up their camps and intend to starve us out. As more forces of Mordor pour in from the east, we cannot allow this to happen. I want you to travel to these camps and raise them. If we can eliminate the orcs that already seek shelter in our lands, we'll be much less ill-prepared to deal with the arrival of new foes. Make haste. Every passing minute brings more orcs in the Sutgross. Their camps must be burned or all will be lost. And she has 3
of those quests.
Yep, 3 follow-ups. A cut above.
The Rohirrim have need of your
These
services.
orcs know nothing of retreat. They'll throw themselves at our feet until finally we wither and fall. To the west, Fastred employs a far more terrifying tactic. He makes of our enemies' heads grim standards that litter the ground as reminders to his foes that he's not to be crossed. Whether the orcs pay this any heed, I know not. However, I know that Snowbourn stands still, and Woolstow enters its fleeting throes. I would have us employ the strategy in Woolstow, as gruesome as it is. Travel to the orc camps of Ashturub and Ufam Mau, to the west and southwest of Woolstow. Take a trophy of each orc's head, and steal their spears. Upon your return, we'll mount them about town.
Our
Or
success
with
depends upon our
barricades.
strength. Will you aid us?
Not that great an idea. I agree. The orcs have made a great effort to reinforce their newfound holdings in the Sutcrofts. They brought a significant amount of supplies in through the east wall, before we were able to contain them. Following the sacking of Hytbold to the north, they had even more materials with which to work. I want you to raise some of their structures in return with some of the stolen wood. We can use it to bolster our own defense and keep Ulster standing. Carry as much as you can and return to me.
The
And
Rohirrim
circling
will
the
need
kill.
your aid.
A great many problems have fallen on Woolstone, not the least of them being an invasion of orc riders from the east wall. They slipped past our defenses and now roam the plains to the west, guarding the 2 camps from any unmounted assault. As you move to attack the camps, defeat the riders, you'll find yourself faced with far less troubles. Move with haste. They most certainly will also. And we need to find 2 more quests. Are they in town?
It says they're landscape quests. Yeah, they both start in the camps.
Great. I'll head to the camps. I'm by Egglefirth and the stable master.
How is that even possible?
Did you go in the drink again?
I almost went into the drink. I turned around. I climbed out of the ravine. I clicked on you and hit follow, and basically it landed right back where I had started.
Rubber band.
Yep.
I'm here.
Okie dokie. 2 orc camps, she says.
We can handle that. We're big badass adventurers.
Who fly
Emphasis on the
kites.
big.
Wow. I'm rubber banding like I've never seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
I was briefly inside of a boulder.
Silver leg.
I thought Buzz was just running in circles.
See, there's crippling the front.
Well, I was, but it was because of some weird rubber
Silver.
banding. Yeah.
Did everyone get crippling the front?
Crippling the front. You overheard the orcs of the camps near Wolstow snarling something that can only be the name of one orc, Thauk. You should defeat him and plunge the remaining orcs into disarray.
And this tent starts the other one. And I just locked. This is bad.
So laggy.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting so much.
A controlled pyre. Burn 6 orc tents. We've discovered them about the orc camps. They appear shoddily made, but likely burn with little effort. Hunters, get your fire oil and burn them. Oh, damn it. We still have to click on them anyway. Oh well.
No, but you just reminded me that I have some and I should use it.
I wondered about... I was thinking about that earlier. Does the oil replace the other damage type it might have? So if it's like a Westerness bow, and you put fire oil on it, does it become fire and not Westerness?
Yep.
No, it adds.
Oh, it adds?
It doesn't change the type?
I don't think
I'm
so.
pretty sure
because
it changes.
But I can still do damage to the types that only that weapon type damage can take.
Yeah, there's only a couple
It just
enemies.
doesn't count the fire?
There's only like, what, a handful of bosses that have requirements like that? What does it say on the tooltip? Like once you put fire oil on, all your skills change their icons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it changes the skill.
So what does it say?
And what does the tooltip say?
Yeah, it'll say like 1,000 something type damage.
Hang on. I'm looking. Yeah, it's all fire.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yep.
Yay, I was right.
We mained a hunter. I think I remember you saying that.
When did you
have
put
a
it on?
hunter?
I did.
Yeah.
Did you put it on
Oh, you're awesome.
Need Greed Pass? Or are we
Yeah.
getting those from corpses and bags and stuff?
No.
Bag. Somebody opened a backpack just then, I saw. Okay, let's see. I need to burn another tent, so I need to go. How many people are at 4 or 5, or excuse me, 5 or 6 tents?
Me, 5 and 6.
I'm at 5 or 6.
I'm at 5 of 6.
So I think we need to go probably slightly to the northwest to get the last tent. At least there's one.
Just
Maybe
burned one
where
over
I am.
here.
Yep, wherever you get your last one from is fine. But I'm over in the west edge of the camp now. Controlled pyre. Thanks to your efforts, the orc camps burn brightly. This is surely a sign of better days to come for Wallstow. Surely.
Huh.
Don't call me Shirley.
Shirley's a perfectly
Surely you're
good
not
name.
serious.
I am, and don't call me sure.
Okay, we are going to defeat Thauk. Let's go defeat him.
That's actually how my grandmother got her name. My grandmother's name was Shirley. Yes. And when she was born, my grandfather came in after, she was born at home. And my great-grandmother said, what should we name the child? And he said, well, surely Elizabeth. His best friend's name was Shirley. Both of their mothers were named Elizabeth, only he was saying, of course, Elizabeth. My grandmother's name was Shirley Elizabeth. Yeah. So that joke always makes me smile.
Where's Thauk?
In the southern camp.
Yep, that's where we headed. Alright,
I
I'm
am missing one barricade.
Me
You're
too.
missing a barricade.
There'll be barricades in the south, right? Yeah, there are barricades in the other camp.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait until I see 7. I see 7. Let's go. What's up, Galt?
I used tab targeting to try to target one of you guys and slash follow, and I landed up following an orc.
Oh, that would be handy with mounted combat. Dude!
I didn't think
You're
you
brilliant. If you were a ranged character, I'm thinking.
So, if you just got to this camp, you probably completed an explore deed called Enemies of the Rohirrim. And congratulations if you did. If you didn't, you should probably tell me about it, so we can go back and find what we missed for you.
I did get it.
I got it.
Alright. Moving right along. Kill Thauk.
Can
Okay, I haven't found him yet.
Oh, lag.
Laggy lag.
I need the other group to tap Thauk here. He's behind me.
And there he is. Thank you, sir. He's tapped.
Oh, he's
Try and
tapped.
heal yourself. That's a bad plan. Just try to heal yourself. You've defeated Thauk. The orcs will surely prove far less of a challenge with their leadership broken. Winsigler, pleased to hear of this. So we need to defeat some more corruptors and warg riders.
Barricades.
Oh, I
no,
got
I'm
the barricade.
I'm finished, yeah.
Barricades.
Sarah,
I
finished?
have...
Yep, I'm finished.
So I think it's just circling the kill. Yeah, so we need to kill some more of the mounted guys for. Okay, so I'm riding north and then I'm turning west. Man, that War Rider's diving like Neymar.
No one can dive like Neymar.
I read an interesting article about that too. Apparently in the Brazilian domestic leagues, they call games differently than to international standards, much more ticky-tack in terms of fouls. Like it takes a lot less contact for the ref to blow his whistle. And apparently players who are slighter of build like Neymar growing up in Brazilian football learn to use the ref's willingness to call those fouls as a tactic, but then they don't get them as much in international play. So to him, he's just doing kind of what comes naturally, but it sure stands out on the World Cup stage, it seems to me.
Lost someone behind.
Did we?
Ninth.
Speaking of teams that didn't exactly deserve to advance. Ninth, you back there? Did you complete everything? And Ninth and Sophie?
Yeah, we're killing stuff, unfortunately.
You're not done? Hang on. No, your quest say that you're done. Oh wait, circling the kill. Oh no,
They are done. They're enjoying the kill.
I superimposed a click or a.
We're
an
just
arrow.
randomly killing stuff.
A check. A check is. No. One more corruptor. Let's find a corruptor. No, you're done. Things are just rolling by. You've killed all that you need now. I mean it. I've double checked this time. There are checks on all your quests.
There weren't the first time.
That's fine. Back to Winsig.
Yeah, the team is just hanging out saying, "You silly goat."
You silly goats.
Back to Winsig. So, a cut above. While such a vicious show, force is not normally my favorite choice. If we're to survive, I feel nothing can be lost by imitating Fastred. His thirst for destruction has made an impression on the orcs, and if they could feel such a thing as fear when approaching Snowbourn, I'm certain they would. I will have these mounted about town. Thank you for honoring such a barbaric task with your aid. Borrowing barricades. Such foolish creatures. We shall benefit greatly from these resources. I'll have my men begin work on erecting even more defenses along our borders. Circling the kill. Such a loss will have hamstrung their defense. Without their precious riders, the camps will be far more vulnerable to attack. You've done well.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Cleft in twain. You've done what I thought impossible.
What brings you to these lands?
The orcs may still pose a threat to us, but they'll no longer lurk just outside our homes. We will strengthen our defenses at the east wall, and block as many of their number as we can from invading our lands.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Wall to wall is the follow-up. The orcs will be reeling from your assault for a great long time. I'm certain of that. Now we must work to ensure that no more of their ilk slip past our defenses and into the Sutgroves. Travel out to the pathway that leads into the east wall. You will find barricades there, but unfortunately none of my men. Due to your efforts, I can now afford to have my riders defend those positions. Signal them from the barricades, and they will hold the position. Return to me when this is done. A YouTube link. That's a wonderful name art video. Bronwyn will like that one. She's also a fan of the RKOs from nowhere. Out of nowhere. Superimposed, you know. Okay. Here we go. More quests.
Will you aid
The
the
lost
Rohirrim?
keepsake. I know you're quite busy helping others around town, but if you have a moment, I would ask one last favor of you. To the north lies the ruins of my home, Hytbold. It was a beautiful town that was sacked and destroyed utterly by the orcs of Mordor. I, like so many others, fled in terror as our homes burned. As I ran, I dropped a precious pendant, an heirloom of my line that had persisted from the days of Eorl. Knowing the nature of those detestable creatures, I would assume they'd shattered it along with everything else. Yet I have hope that it remains. If you would, travel to the north near the remains of Hytbold and see if my pendant still remains. I'll reward you with everything I can spare, should you find it intact.
They're not ruins for me.
Good man, you're rebuilding Hytbold.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
And Eggleford
No, I looked
has
it up.
eyes. Yeah.
And there's 162 individual things you need to rebuild, and you get like 60 per day. So it's only like 3 days.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not bad.
It used to be 45.
But that's assuming you're already kindred with everybody.
Right. Yep, Eggleford, Eyes of Mordor. Ho there. If you're traveling near the east wall, have a care. A few of my men and some crofters we sent west to Snowbourn have gone missing. I fear that some terrible fate befell them. In my travels on the road I have heard many a suspicious sound, but I know not if my mind is playing tricks on me. If I had to guess, though, I would suspect that orc killers were lurking just beneath my notice. You are hardy ones, are you not? Perhaps you can lure those cowards out of hiding and discover the fate that befell my fellows on the road west. Return to me with what you learn.
You keep writing, Buzz. You were like doing the moonwalk there.
Orc killers is us. Let's just take a quick tour through town. Try not to fall off the bridge.
There's no more quests, if that's what you're looking for.
Oh, thank you. I'll just take your word for it, and we'll go. Alright.
There's a couple landscapes that we'll get.
Wall stove barricade. You can click it from horseback, and it does not appear to be selfish.
Yeah, remember this place?
We saw the other side of this place very early on in our East Wall explorations, back when we were about 76. Be 5 for wall to wall.
breached wall.
Defeat orcs near the east wall, 0 of 10. You've discovered an outpouring of orcs near the east wall. You should defeat them for the good of Wallstow. Okay.
Like we ever need a reason to kill orcs.
Alright, defeating orcs is what we do. Your mic's up, Kate.
For bricks! For cinder blocks!
For pony!
For field stones!
For slugs.
No, for wall stones. Bricks, cinder blocks, field stones.
Wall stones, yeah.
Wall stones.
You defeat more
I got
orcs
it.
near the east wall.
Oh, now the puppy's all riled up. See, this is why I should just be
You gotta
quiet.
stay calm there, Kate.
Yeah, I know.
This is Simmer Down, Thundercloud.
That's funny.
Calm down, Murder Hobbit.
Well, the funny thing is he's usually saying that to me as he's bandaging me up.
I didn't get all of the orc credit. I'm 9 of 10. I don't know about anybody else. Let me see in my group.
Oh, really? Oh, I got 'em all.
I've got them all. I don't know how you
I
do
get
them.
signal riders.
Yeah, the breached wall. I only have 9 of 10 orcs somehow.
Weird.
Yep. Come on, one orc, please spawn.
There.
There he is.
They're all.
Funny how on the other side they're 77.
You put the weak guys over there.
Remember we kind of broke through the graphics barrier and came through, and they were all scary and purple in 85 back when we were 77.
I
Now
remember
they're
that.
walls.
We kind of
Yep.
wiped the floor with them then, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yep.
I accidentally did that.
Through the lines, you've encountered mounted riders out of the east wall while aiding Wallstow. You should defeat at least 6. Let's do that.
I got stuck on the other side of it. It
Just
happened
now,
again.
or
Yeah,
just
like
now?
just now.
do you need me to summon you back, or are you
No,
stuck?
I made it. I made it.
Okay.
I made it. There's a small gap under one of the little like scaffolds.
Yep. It's
One
kind of a
sec.
hobbit-sized gap, but
Oh, you mean that tunnel I walked through last time?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Sophie
found it again.
Guys are dead.
Find the lost keepsake near the ruins of Hytbold. Now, some of us have never seen Hytbold and don't know what it's about, but we're about to embark on a few weeks long, and it sounds like we'll probably between the weeks that Bosel will be out in the upcoming time. It sounds like people will. This is not going to be a terrible tedium that's going to keep us, stuck here for weeks grinding, but more like something that we'll kind of get to experience and move on. I'm very glad about that.
Where are you all?
But we're going to rebuild a city. I won't give too many spoilers.
Cool.
But
I'm glad I grabbed those oak branches. Now I need to find you.
And then we can
Would
say
I-
we built the city.
would I sound like a crazy senile dwarf
On
if I
rock
said
and roll?
that
On rock
You-
and soil.
you didn't rebuild the city with like oak boards, but instead with tokens that you get by doing things like climbing up a tall tower to the top or crawling across
what if-
wires while birds try to knock you off.
But what if those tokens are carved out of oak?
Ah,
I-
okay, we're going north.
If anything, the one we won't, the one that'll be hard to get is the deed for doing everything, because they're random, right? So
Yep.
we may not be able to do that together, unless it would be impossible. We just get it's based on luck, right?
To see the end, yeah, it's just totally
And
based on
also-
luck. to see the end stuff, do you have to do that deed, or do you just have to fully rebuild the city?
I think you just have to fully rebuild it.
You just have to fully rebuild.
Well, that's fine. I feel like anybody who wants to work on that deed completion, the other one, you have as much time as you want in the game to work on that.
The keepsake was selfish.
But it is selfish. We're gonna gather everybody around here. Brownie, is there something you need on the phone? Hang on a second. Guys, I need to AFK for a second. Hello. Prudence's playmates arrived a little early. We told her after 1, but she's early. So Kate's just going to get them settled. It'll only take a second. In the meantime, everybody can wait for this selfish keepsake to respawn.
Did everybody get it?
I didn't.
Go for it.
I also didn't, but I'm waiting for Sophie.
Oh, almost.
He led me into a trap.
You hung on the side.
So we found a beautiful... What?
I was trapped inside of that big boulder for a second.
You've activated my trap card.
Let's see. Ancient tomb. The Orals Hallow.
And I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
Cool. So after we do this, I think we're gonna, we'll save. Let's see. Are you here next week, James?
Yeah, I'm here all July.
Great. So I think we'll save Throng for next week, and we'll go backfill just a couple things with the time remaining after we advance
How
this.
do I get in?
All right. So if you don't need to go that far in yet. You need to come back here. And
There
get
you
the
are.
keepsake. Yeah, the keepsake should
I
be
got
here.
it already.
Oh, okay. Good. Well then, we need to go back, and we need to search the road for orc killers.
A doll gift. We have to talk to her?
We do have to talk to her, but
We need to find orc killers.
yeah, we need to investigate the road west for signs of orc killers.
Aren't we the orc killers?
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to tell us apart from them.
Do they mean people who kill orcs, or orcs that kill people? I'm so confused.
I think
That
since
would be
it's
killer orcs,
hyphenated,
wouldn't it?
Oh, no.
I think they're
Hyphenation theory?
killers who are orcs.
I think the hyphen makes all the difference in the world. We would be
I feel
orc
that.
space killers.
Right, as opposed to orc killers.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
killers who are orcs.
I hadn't seen the actual quest text yet, so I didn't know there was a hyphen.
It's
There's
important
a
that we
hyphen.
can negotiate these semantics in a
Well,
mature
it's
way.
also that hyphens sound awfully like spaces.
But
And
disturbing.
dashes
hope-
and commas. Someone's gonna
Let's
have
hope we have people watch. This will be stimulating for.
You know it.
Hey, grammar is important. If grammar
Buzz,
weren't
your
important,
AFK is
all of
showing.
the missions would be dire.
How embarrassing.
That was it, right? Talk to the guard captain.
No, it says investigate further west along the road.
Oh, I haven't got the wrong
instead.
quest. Sorry.
Yep. This is Eyes of Mordor. A slashed boulder. So everyone should now have investigate the sacked cart along the road to Snowbourn.
Yep.
I do.
Cart. I am examining it. I am killing you.
Alright, that's
That's it.
turn.
Back to Winsig. Damn. It was like we each cut off half of his neck.
Ew. Scissors.
Yeah, right.
What do you think of settling in Evendim and raising boars for a retirement?
There are no boars in Evendim.
Could be
That's why
yeah, if we
it's a
brought them.
brilliant idea.
Yet.
Huh?
Yet.
Genius. Genius. You'd have to bring back Big Blood Tusk from Dunland and have her breed a new brood
Or
of boars.
get some pigs from the Shire. They're easier
don't
to
know.
handle.
There's a lot of grouchy
Maybe-
neighbors, even them.
Well, that's why you have pigs.
Well, not anymore. The rangers all left, right? I guess Osferod was a bunch of tomb robbers, right? So they're kind of grouchy.
Yeah, well, maybe they just need to have a big beach barbecue, and that'll make them all happy.
Now, what's the guys
Plenty-
I'm thinking of?
Plenty of sandy
Root or
beaches.
something?
The what?
Oh, the Garadine?
Oh, no, Unfriendly Man.
Unfriendly man. There we go.
Yes, that's one
Yes,
guy in one
unfriendly
town.
man.
He's really
man.
unfriendly, though.
That describes most of our neighbors.
It describes
Say
us.
that
Dave.
Oh, maybe that's it.
So this is Egglefirth with Eyes of Mordor, and he says,
What business have you?
"Oh,
with the
then this
rebel?
is as I assumed. Such a loss. Great folk were they. At least those shameless orcs met a fate so deserved. You have my thanks, easily lost."
Will you aid the horse lords?
And wall to wall. Excellent.
Those orcs should find much more trouble waiting for them when they pass out of the east wall. Now then, more must be done. And a dog gift, is that what you called her?
Yeah.
Will you aid the horse lords?
A doll give you?
A doll give you.
She must be a doll maker from Hytbold. We'll rebuild her doll shop for her in the weeks to come. This is the lost keepsake. I'm amazed that you found it. I know not what to say. When I fled Hytbold, I was sure that nothing would be left but that horrid orcs. Alas, I fear that Woolster would come to a similar end. But that is a conversation for another time. Like J.J. Abrams. And let's see.
J.J. Abrams, he's not working on this game, is he?
No.
It is wise for wanderers
Thank
to
God.
equip themselves well.
Stuff
What's
blown
wrong with
up yet?
J.J. Abrams?
Nothing really, but it would be a wild departure for Lotro.
Oh, I gotcha.
That was a very obtuse J.J. Abrams reference. So. Okay. The breached wall.
I don't think anybody
What
got
brings
it.
you to
Abel.
these lands?
That's okay. Maybe only
Okay,
Bronwyn
good.
would get it, and she doesn't play with us on Saturdays, so that's okay. Maybe she can watch Bosel's stream and see how awesome we are and join us. But no. Any orc that would no longer threaten my people brings me great joy. You've done well defeating our foes. And return to
Will
Snowbourn.
you aid the Rohirrim?
You've aided us beyond what I could have ever imagined, easily lost. Wallstow will still have many fights ahead of it, but the orcs no longer lurk just outside our borders. The time has come for you to return to Fastrid. I'm sure that Snowbourn faces new threats in your absence, and there'll be much for you to do upon your return. My men and I can hold here for now, thanks to you. It was an honor, all of you. Go with our respect.
Hey, Zara? Wait, before we all
Yes?
tootle out. Did you get the guide to Snowbourn yet?
I did not.
Okay, then we'll just do it the regular old way.
Or-
We're not going back. We're not actually going back to Snowbourn. We're gonna
Oh.
fill a couple things in. So it's follow bars.
Okie dokie.
Let me take a quick bow real quick before you do that.
Okay.
Quick.
Have you seen what I renamed my kite?
No,
Your kite has a name?
I
can't
didn't.
click on it.
Yeah, it doesn't allow me to.
Easily, easily flown.
That's good.
Nice!
How do you tell the? Can I look at the kite's name in some way that
Yeah.
I'm not?
Put on
realizing?
floating names. You'll see it. You just gotta
Sure.
scroll out.
Does anybody else think that the horn that we used to call our horses sounds startlingly like the Blues Clues noise, only a deeper tone?
Yeah, I could see that.
All right. So follow me. We're gonna try and knock out just a couple explore things because I know Zara's got about 15 minutes, so she's got to roll.
Is Zangolan back yet?
I don't know. Is that going back
But
yet?
he's already finished Hytbold.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not going to Hytbold, but no, I'll wait.
Because I think he said he went on he was going on a bio break or something.
You did. Thank you.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome
And
back.
back. We're right outside town.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What?
The world fell away for a brief moment and was replaced with the color of the sky all the way to infinity, but then it came back. It was disturbing.
Sounds it.
Evil sorcery.
So you
Cool,
can
I
see.
want some of whatever drugs he was taking.
Did you eat those mushrooms under that tree back there?
Not intentionally.
Whoa! Crap! Bridge! Crap! Hey, I'm good. Woohoo!
So this is the burned out remains of Hytbold.
I may rename you Pegasus.
To our right. We're just gonna ride by it for now. But this is it. This is, you asked how to get in. This is how you get in. But based on time constraints, I think we'll start that as a group sometime next week. Because, like I said, got a couple things I want to get done. But this is all Hytbold. All this burned out stuff that the orcs have ruined, we'll eventually get a chance to rebuild.
And it's
Arms of Hytbold.
pretty rebuilt for me right now.
That's cool.
I haven't
Been
finished
working
yet.
diligently at it. Have you had the quest for walking across the wire yet?
Nope.
Vengeance for Elfangels. Elfangels can't get too much vengeance.
Oh, come on.
Follow me into the Norcross peoples.
I just found Hytbold. Farms of Hytbold, I mean.
There was like a
I'm
boulder
close.
that looked like you could run over, but it had a horse-sized crag in it that me and Soph got exactly stuck in.
Oh.
We found a cave.
What are we looking for?
I have no idea.
I do. Just follow me.
We're being an
Ooh,
unruly
Swift
crowd.
Ripper. Swart Ripper.
We're not really looking for Sword Ripper, but we are gonna kill him. Surprise! We're gonna beat up some green warbands. Some people probably
I
need to
found
rep.
Swart Ripper.
You ripped his sword right off. That was so
I
mean.
did.
The sword is where he's the most vulnerable. That's why they call him Sword Ripper.
The sword is strong in that one.
Yep. I see his sword is as big as mine.
Hmm.
Thought we talked
no.
about this. Don't drop trow at Disney.
Right.
I see our swords is as big as mine.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Scootog. Why do all of these warbands sound like furniture pieces at IKEA?
Right, yeah, I prefer the Scootog. It's easier to put together than the cramp.
Yeah, but the Swart Ripper looks so good in my bedroom.
Yes, but the Swart Ripper is just so darned compact. It's really great for a studio.
Love it. Alright. Now look.
I ambushed the ambusher.
Oh man, I am totally lost.
Come across the river gulch
Then
to
you're
the
doing it
northwest
right.
of us.
The River Galt?
We
Yes,
haven't
the
done that
river
river
gulch.
yet.
Your lands are expanding. The Dunlendings are taking Rohirrim territory and naming stuff after you.
Love it.
Only makes sense. So, yeah. Alright, Ancient Norcroft's
We've
tomb. This
discovered
is what we're...
the ancient tomb.
Okay, we don't want to go inside, actually, right now.
Whoops, whoops, whoops.
Come back out.
Backing out.
You know better than open a door.
Jeez, guys. Yeah, seriously.
Found the ancient tomb.
Yeah, there may actually be a couple quests in there for us. I don't know if we've passed this place by, but
Where's
we were
the
getting
out?
it
There's the
for
out.
an Explorer deed, so I wanted us all to have the Explorer. Now, let's continue to the other place that we don't all have.
Now, did you guys kill Scootog? Because I missed that one, if so.
We did not kill Scootog. We're going back for him now.
Ah, okay.
Thought we killed Scootog. Oh no, we didn't. Look at that.
Swart Ripper. They're easily confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one has 3 drawers and the other only has 2, so that's how you tell them.
It's Swart Ripper that has 2. He's the compact size for the studio apartment. And if you install it just right with the specialty brackets you can buy, it folds up against the wall.
Oh man.
Yes, I have spent too much time looking at IKEA furniture.
Yeah, but those cost loads
I
for
love the
cash.
mock bedrooms they have in there.
I like the meatballs.
I've never had the meatballs. I
Be
probably
right
will.
back,
good.
gentlemen, ladies.
Dairy. Nick makes an amazing. Speaking of, we should get the stuff for Swedish meatballs. Nick makes amazing dairy-free Swedish meatballs.
Yep, it's time.
Oh, is someone lactose intolerant?
Not just lactose. I'm dairy intolerant. I'm allergic to the protein in it as well.
Oh, isn't it casein?
Casein.
Yep,
I'm allergic
casein.
to both.
Yep, brutally sensitive
Yeah.
to casein.
Hives
My best
happen.
friend
Hair
didn't-
falls out. It's gross.
My best friend in high school was like that. She was allergic to both lactose and the casein.
Yep.
I've got
And
quests
they-
here. Does everyone else?
Yes.
What quest?
Vengeance for Ethengels.
Yep,
Oh,
those
yeah.
are daily repeatables, and you feel free to accept those, and they'll probably complete as we crush stuff across the landscape. But yeah, Iabaz crashed out, so I'll be back in a few seconds.
Oh, that's what
Sorry,
happened.
guys. Yep. Yeah, it was lost in the cross chatter, which is fine, because everybody's having fun. But yes,
I heard the bong.
Dwarfy got. Yep. Dwarfy had technical issues. And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Alrighty. Let's ride north to the Wold.
The old world.
Meet the old Wold, same as the new Wold? No.
The old gray old.
Same
she
as
ain't
the
just-
old wold.
She ain't what she used to be.
You meet the new one, same as the old one.
Yes, but I said it backwards because I'm contrary.
Luckily, we like contrary around these parts.
That's a good thing.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. And that's vengeance for elf angles for me.
That's a large herd.
It is.
You're a large herd.
Oh man. Don't ever meet me in real life, dude.
We are back here. And
And I crashed.
no.
You gave it to me, Boz. How could you?
That's what you get
I
for
know.
insulting golf.
That's what you get for making weight cracks.
Is it a weight crack?
That's
I
the
just thought it would be
place.
funny.
It was.
Well, that's interesting.
And we have, if you come close to Eoros Hollow, which is kind of a cool place actually.
I
Place of
wonder if every
contemplation.
dawn has this particular tinge. Sorry, I'm lost looking at the sky.
I think every
Yeah,
dawn in
beautiful
Rohan
sky
does.
out
yeah.
here.
Yes, red dawn. It's yeah. It's the whole blood has been spilled this night, corny line.
That's right. Let fly, baby.
I've lost you.
We are standing still. You need to come west, excuse me, east, and just slightly north. Right east, mostly. I'm coming for you.
No, don't. I'm coming to you. I just found the green arrow just populated. That was my problem. When I say I've lost you, it's because the green arrow hasn't shown up on my mini-map yet. I do actually look.
Here we are. Don't ride
The
past
icon
us.
or the comic book hero?
Just ride past us. Turn around.
I'm now following Galt. God help us all.
So you need to come all the way up close to this thing. So it'll give you the explore point.
I'm trying to.
So, Bozo, were you actually reading stuff off of those monoliths?
No, I was looking at them, but I was wondering what those say. I just don't feel like trying to translate them right now.
Take it as a homework assignment.
Yeah.
Want a full debrief next weekend.
Well, they are telling some kind of a story, though, aren't they? Of the deeds of Eorl, probably. Claiming of the...
Do you guys just see pictures, or do you see actual words?
There's runes
This
Well, they're
words are
framed.
on the border.
Yeah, they're framed in...
Oh.
Oh, did I crash?
You see,
I did crash.
you see the round border. You can actually zoom into first person, Zara, if it helps
I see it.
with your mouse wheel. And if you do that and you get up close to them, you can see that in the framing, like the round framing of the artwork, there are runes above and below it, like from about 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, and from like 5 to 7
I see
o'clock
what
on
you're
the bottom.
talking about. I see
Yeah.
what you're talking about, but I think my graphics are probably not set fine enough to be able to see anything.
There you go. Yeah. They'll make cool screenshots.
What kind of runes would those be?
Those would probably be Futhork, it looks like.
Well, Tolkien had
There's a guy
a
who
lot of different
streams
runes.
Lotro. There's a guy who streams Lotro, and then the name of the Lotro professor, or Corey Olson. He went over like what these meant. I just don't remember.
I would be surprised if this one wasn't the one that Boz is standing in front of, wasn't something to do with the alliance between Eorl and Gondor and the claiming of the land of Kalinarlon.
Oh, it's the red arrow.
Yeah.
Probably that,
Right.
that's what it looks like to me. Yeah. So, and then this might be his end, because this is him lying dead or dying, pierced with many arrows, as is his horse. It's a pretty sad one. So.
Here's the red arrow over here. I see it. Here's him holding the red arrow.
And maybe I don't know if Errol tamed the Miras or whatever, but maybe this first one is him riding one of the Miras.
I always thought the mirrors were something that they chose you or you didn't.
The Miras?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, they're different. I thought they
Did
were the same
somebody
on both
say
sides.
demerit?
Demaris.
No.
So that's a cool way to conclude our session with a little exploration and lore like that. So I just want everybody, before I leave Zara, everybody check your deed logs now for East Rohan. And you should really just probably have Slayer stuff now. You should probably have Deeds of the East of Net 2 of 3, complete Explorer and Quests.
And you should not yet have Slayer completed, but you should have maybe 5 or 6 advanced Slayer deeds left. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, I have 6 left. 5 left. Yeah, 5. If you're
For
not done
Eastern
with
Rohan, is that what you're saying? I'm sorry.
yeah. Rovanian, Eastern Rohan. Yep, you should probably have Deeds of the Eastern Net 2 of 3.
Yeah, I still need Slayer of the Eastern Met.
And then Slayer of the Eastern Net maybe 5 of 10-ish.
Yep, 5
But
10.
what I'm really trying to get to, the takeaway is, does everybody have 2 of 3 Deeds of Eastern Net complete? Because if you don't, you're missing
only have
like
one.
Yeah.
an explore somewhere or something along those lines. Okay, so worth it to go. You probably missed an explore point at some point along those lines. 9th, it would be
I
easy
only
for you
had
to.
3 of 5 for the Eves of Fangorn. That's probably where I missed it.
That's it. Yep. So the other 2 that you missed are very close by one another. A quick search at the wiki will take you to where you need to go, or we can do it in the next couple minutes if you want to do it together. But Zara, we'll see you next week. Have awesome yoga. Great to hear
All
your
right,
voice.
guys.
I'm also gonna
Have a
bail.
great week. See you
Yeah,
soon.
man. Thanks for being
Yeah.
here. Take it easy.
Thanks, Galt. So that,
Bye,
yeah,
everybody.
it does tell you what those are. And the first one is the
Yeah,
Taming of the
that's
Maris.
pretty cool stuff.
Red arrow. Yeah, cool.
That's the only dadgum one I had.
And it's 79. Why would you do that? Where did you even get
AFK
it?
for a sec.
Where did you even get a 79?
Probably from one of these guys that we killed up along the
Oh, yeah.
Norcross. Probably
Yeah.
a mounted mob or an orc in the Norcross, yeah.
But
you
no,
said you
I'll
were
complete
desperate.
the Explorer deeds on my own. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, you just need to bit back to Eves of Fangorn. They're both kind of central and pretty close to one another, so it's just a quick stroll. There's nothing really super dangerous in there that'll bother you. You can burn it all with fire. Yeah, so
Okay, I'll take care of it before next week.
yeah, any old time, because you'll want to complete those. It's fun to complete those metas as we go along. But you've got everything else aside from the 2 Eves of Fangorn.
Let me check. I need 2 from the Eves of Fangorn and 2 from Explorer of the Eastamet,
These lands are not to be traveled
and
by
1 from the Wilds of Eastamet.
Alrighty. Well, we've hit all those, so I'll be happy. We can go there together, or you can knock them out this week as you play. All right.
I'll
so
just
let's
knock them out
see.
on my own.
Yeah, next week we'll go back to Snowbourn. We'll definitely get started with Hytbold rebuilding next week. No question about it. I know I've teased it for a few weeks now. Oh, we're going to rebuild this city, but we will actually do it.
Welcome, my friend.
And hopefully we won't have to walk across wires while birds knock us off. I hate that quest so much.
I haven't gotten to that yet.
It's better than the climbing the tower.
Yeah, I may just climb the tower myself and offer people horn rides. It's the best use
And
of
you're
horns
saying
ever.
now we can do the Hytbold dailies on our own, like in between, correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah, if you feel like jumping into the Hytbold dailies and starting to rebuild Hytbold, please feel free. Yeah, it's a self-paced deal. What we won't do is there's a little bit of plot stuff that happens that only triggers after you complete Hytbold, and we won't do that with voiceover or kind of group completion of it until everyone has had a chance to finish Hytbold. But if you want to move forward on it, by all means do so. It sounds like it only takes 3 or 4 days of dedicated work if you're at Kindred. Is that what you said?
I am not unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not with anything either. Ally. Well, that's how it's always been, right? The quests are only enough to get you to ally, and then you're supposed to supplement that with Hytbold. But there's some stuff you can't rebuild until you're kindred with the faction, right?
Yeah, like I'm ally with everybody, but not kindred.
What do you have to be kindred with?
Everyone.
Norcrofts, Wolds, Sutcrofts, and Entwash.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's potentially more grinding than I just described if you haven't been accelerating
Oh, and you
your
also
rep
have task
along the way.
turn-ins though.
Yep,
You also
can
have
do that
task
as well.
turn-ins though.
Yep. Good, and these Slayer deeds will be a pretty quick finish one of these weeks as well.
Oh, we're gonna have a day where we do that, right?
Yeah, where we finish off the Slayer deeds? Yes, we will. We'll work it in at the end, last hour of play along the way sometime. Yep. We do not leave those kind of things incomplete. No, we do not.
Well, I'm slowing down on ESO, so I'll dedicate more time to this.
No worries. It's not a thing that we'll be at it for a month or more, so it's not a thing you have to really rush to. But be worth it to familiarize yourself with it, to run a day of dailies and see what it's like, etc. Just to get the rhythm of it.
But Darkest Dungeon is definitely my new obsession. I like the strategy involved in it.
That is such a good game. Its RNG isn't bullshit either. It's a really fun game.
Is the DLC worth getting?
So I feel that it.
Alright, that's pretty much it. I think we're done for the week, so I'm just going to end the stream here. I will see you next week. Thanks for watching.